What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Bro, we got him on an earlier vibe today. You know, a little noon 30. You know, sometimes we gotta be flexible a little bit. Shout out to the congregation. Shout out to the homie Deke. Shout out to everybody that's being flexible today. Even Adrian Bustamante, man. Said my man's out there pouring concrete, but he's locked in. He's listening to the show, man. Salute you on that, man. All right, so that's what I like to see right there, baby. But what's the word with you, man? Looking extra manly, rustic as always with the beard, man. I wish I could grow that. I just throw it out there, bro. Been trying all my life. It ain't gonna never happen.
Might shave it off in a day or two.
Oh,
I'm
just
not
for
letting
us
it.
non-beard
I'm not
people.
letting it. Nah, I'm just not letting it grow as long as I used to.
It looks fire though. I'm
Thanks,
like, I
yeah,
wish, man.
I'm trying to keep things a little bit more cleaned up these days.
Oh, that's right. That's right. D got a secret admirer that he ain't gonna tell nobody about. Clearly, somebody has his attention because you hear what he's talking. All right, he won't communicate with any of us. So we all play who's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Who we trying to impress? We are gonna find this thing out though. So y'all stay tuned. We are gonna find it out. It's all good, bro. I get it. I'm just saying. A couple years ago, you wouldn't talk like that, bro. A couple years ago, you would not come up here and be like, "Yeah, bro, I don't want the beard to get too big. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I keep this." That was never the conversation. Now, it's like, yo, I got it. You're saying things like, I like how I groom myself in the morning. It's like, yo, what is this? Like, I don't speak that language, D. All right.
Yeah, because, I mean, even the beard I got right now, it's a little, you can see it.
That's what I'm saying,
a little trimmed
bro.
up,
Yeah, man. Like, it's organized. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it, but I'm not used to it, okay? But it's fire, though.
How's everything going?
Man, shoot, it's the busy time, so it's exciting.
Yeah, I think the NFL season officially starts today.
Yeah, I'm about to say it feels real, bro. It feels real.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, man. The guys obviously reporting over the Latrobe today. First practice will be tomorrow. And yeah, man, the buzz is out here, man. We knew what it was back in OTAs, the excitement about it. We obviously had talked about it at minicamp, and now it's like, yo, it's finally here. So yeah, bro. I'm there with it, man. I'm hyped. Life's good right now, man. But definitely the calendar got chunky all of a sudden. We like, oof. All right, here we go, baby. Here we go. But that's what you want, though, man. So how you feeling, though, man? You excited, man? What's the energy on your level, man?
I was feeling great until...
Don't do that. What happened? Don't do that. I'm going to play dumb the whole time, too. What happened, bro? I don't know what's happened. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I was doing great today until I walked in our podcast studio / shoe closet and saw what was being played
Deke,
up on the
Deke,
TV.
don't do that, Deke. Deke, why you being like that, Deke? Don't be like that, man.
I was doing great.
Deke, don't be like that, bro. Don't be like that. We're just in here vibing out, okay? We're just vibing out. The television was just on, okay? I just turned the television on. Nothing more, nothing less. I just turned it on. And yes, there might have been a playoff game being played, but I saw the Steelers were on the TV, so I was like, you know, I'm just, let's figure I just roll with the Steelers game, you know? It's the good portion right now. Ain't nothing bad happened yet.
For those that want to know, it's the 2024 wildcard game.
It was a critical playoff matchup. And I was just, I turned the TV on, man. I don't control the TV. TV controls us, man. That's it, man. And then the remote's out of reach. I can't reach it. You know what I'm saying?
The TV controls you, is what you're saying.
Just in this room. Because it's kind of like,
So what exactly happened when you turned this on?
I hit the button. And it was like, oh.
I think you got to hit another button to
I don't remember. I just remember I hit the button.
Officially play a video.
I hit the button.
You could see recommended videos. You could see a bunch of
I
suggestions.
Hit the button, and the button simply said, Steelers playoffs. I was like, oh, let me click it. And then, I looked up, and next thing I know, I looked at you walking in here. So I didn't even know it was on the TV for real.
I mean, it was just starting when I walked in.
Yeah. I thought it was just any Steelers play. I thought it was maybe 2016, one of the ones we won.
You
know
just
what
close your eyes?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
I was like, you know what, man? I like these playoff games. And then when I looked, and when you walked in, it was just the same time. And you know how that go. I was kind of distracted. I was like, oh, the beard. And then I looked, it was like, oh, that is on TV. So, but I can't reach the remote. So, yeah. Blame the TV. It ain't me, man. Blame the TV, bro.
Man,
I'm innocent.
I was doing good.
I'm innocent, man.
I'm
innocent. Maybe it's film study. Maybe we're film studying. That's what we're doing.
No, because this isn't anywhere close to the team that we're rocking with in 2024.
But we're going to be playing this team, though. We're going to play this team in a couple weeks, man. So there you go, man. We're film studying. Just getting ahead of it. We're just getting ahead of it, man.
Nah, they got a little turnover on their roster, too. No more Diggs. They lost some pieces on defense.
Innocent, bro. I am just a fan of the game, and I just felt like, hey, man, the Steelers in the playoffs. Just put the game on, man. That's all I did. I didn't do anything other than that, man. All right? Yeah. I'm an innocent bystander. I'm just enjoying the game, and we get to see Mason out there too.
I was gonna say there's really no part of this game that I want to watch.
Right,
I
but
mean,
Mason
maybe,
was cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe
second
end
half,
of the second quarter,
second
third
half,
quarter.
we had some moments.
But then I just get reminded that this is all for naught. Ultimately, we're gonna lose this game.
But don't think of it as a grand ending. Think of it as the experience. I want to see the plays that GP made. I want to see the move getting hot. Najee having some moments, 30 having some, like, that's what I'm trying to, let's see who really flashed, when I watch it again and again
some
and again
of these
and again,
shoddy calls by the refs.
That's accurate too, you know what I mean? So it's like, but sometimes you got to rewatch it and watch it again, and then it just pops up like it did today, and I was just like, all right, we'll just, we'll see
what
how
is
it plays
this on?
out.
Is this on YouTube? Or is this
No,
like the
this
NFL
is
app?
NFL. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, like the NFL app, because on TV, like, it was just like regular weird. So I was like, let me just hit the button, and then it was like playoffs. It was like boom, and then like I said, I was distracted. You walked in, and now we're here, and now I can't reach the remote. So we just
things aren't adding up. But
just don't be like that, bro. You're thinking way too much into it. Don't think too much into it, man. We get a chance to watch Najee Harris, bro. Come on, man.
I don't really think he had that good of a game.
He ain't have a bad game, though.
Yeah, I guess.
It was like in between.
We just got down so early, we couldn't really run the ball anymore.
Yeah. But a story is told, man, because we do come back. And that's the one beautiful part of it, man.
Got it to one score.
Come on, man.
It was an admirable effort.
That's what I'm saying, man. Heck yeah.
It really was. If it wasn't for those turnovers in the first, were they both in the first quarter?
It was like the first quarter, I felt like, back
they were
to
in the
back,
first half either way. The Mason pick.
And
Mason picks was in the second quarter because we drove it all the way down.
The pick and the fumble,
and
right?
then Pickens fumbled. We don't have those.
That changes everything.
I think we were a formidable team.
Yeah.
I think we could have played with anyone. The way we were playing those last
100%.
3 games is just those stupid turnovers because those were
that made it a 14-point swing, and that was what changed the way that we felt stylistically we could play. We couldn't just sit there and do our run the ball, play defense. They had to, all right, let's open it up a little bit more. And now you're playing the game of, man, we trading points for points, and that's not going to work.
And that's exactly what we avoided. And
that
whole time. Outside, I mean, that Ravens game, it was really sloppy just in general because of the rain and stuff. But we were keeping it clean. Mason was protecting the ball. We weren't fumbling. We weren't doing anything stupid. And then we do 2 stupid things early in this game. And the Bills and Josh Allen,
they capitalized. That was
they capitalized, and also they protected the ball. And that's something
which was the knock,
that's something the Bills and Allen weren't doing on offense for the whole season. It was like, you're at least going to get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
He's going to give you an opportunity.
That was usually the guarantee, man. He going to go 1 for 1. Tutty through the air, something on the ground, but he going to turn that ball over. And, it was one of them ones, man. But as a whole, though, a lot of good information in this game for us. So that's why we just leave it at that, man.
Mason ain't even on the team anymore.
But a lot of guys are, though.
Yeah, Pickens played good.
Benton played really well this game, too. I remember going back and watching the film on him, doing a little breakdown. He was balling.
Like, we better not have this linebacker combination.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that was an extreme. We would.
That's what I mean. It's like we don't need to be watching this, though.
It was an extreme.
We don't need to be watching this.
But
this is a whole different team.
Highsmith played well. Highsmith, Benton, Cam was out there. JPJ.
I thought that
was set when I seen 20. I was like, Cam was there too, but not that Cam. That was other Cam. So Pat P. But see, we ain't gonna have that issue no more because Cam could tackle. Cam would have made that tackle.
Yeah.
At least we think it would. I think he would have fared better.
I think a better effort than that.
Yes, he would have definitely fared better. He would have fared way better though. That was yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Man, I don't even know how we got here, Deke. I thought this was about to be just peace.
Where's the remote at?
I can't reach it. I lost it, bro. It was. I told you.
It looks like it's in arm's reach.
I don't know, bro. My arms ain't even long like that, man. Yeah. Jeez, man. Look, we're not even gonna worry about the TV. All right, we're here to talk, okay? Because we got top 100 list that came out, or is actively coming out. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Got some players just making some appearances, man. Get our thoughts, our opinions on that. We know the homie TG gonna holler at us at a little while 1:30ish, because he's everywhere. but we definitely got to talk to him. And then we should be able to get our top 10 running backs heading into the season as well, man, locked in. All right, so it's definitely gonna be a fun show. But with that being the case, man, you got a deep thought of anything on the front end, or we hopping right in?
Not really. Yeah.
Sweet. Trust me, not a negative today. We needed today.
Let's not waste our time.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, if you ain't have it, that is perfect, man. We'll hop right into it, all right? Because, yeah, y'all see the different start time? Baby girl had her last basketball game today, baby. All right, last basketball game of the little summertime. So, you know.
Oh, that's good timing.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It was perfect. It was
Steelers
perfect.
training camp
Come
started,
on,
yeah.
man. It was perfect. So I'm like, yo, what we're not going to do, though, I'm not going to have a great summer, great off season, and then on the last day before it gets back to real work time, Deke, I can't fumble right here, man. You feel me? I can't do it right here.
There's no late summer league or fall league for her?
No, you missed this one. It's a wrap. I'm in the dungeon for the duration until the next time, and that's a long time. So we're going to make sure we locked in today, all right? So with that being the case, y'all go ahead and drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, and in that way, we'll give you those big boy shout-outs to start the day's show. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like button one time and subscribe. Shout out one time for the culture, baby. And I think that was one of them plays you was talking about right there, too.
I was done watching the game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, yo, I think that's the one you was talking about. Yeah.
I felt like that wasn't a catch at the time.
Yeah.
I felt like that wasn't a catch.
It was iffy.
It should have been incomplete.
It was iffy. It was iffy. It was iffy.
But kind of more bang bang.
Can I tell you a secret
what
though?
They were leading on.
Deke, can I tell you a secret though?
That was pretty bang bang.
Deke, can I tell you a secret though, bro? I seen Jesse James yesterday. I was golfing, right? Or Monday was at a golf out, right? And when I saw him, I instantly started thinking catch versus no catch. And whenever I think of him and I think of that play, I'm just like, yo, we can't fight the call. He's at peace with it. That's what he always tells me, because I'm always like, yo, you caught it. He's like, yo, it is what it is. I'm just at peace with it. It is what it is. So I'm just gonna try to relay that message to you with this particular one, and we're just at peace with it, man. It is what it is. Okay, we can't change it. As much as I would love for Jesse to be able to change that call and to be a catch, because that changes everything for us. Hey, man, we can't change it. We got to be at peace with it, baby, all right? So we're just going to be at peace with this play right here. Shout out to GP, though, man, all right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't need to get reminded about that.
Trust me, I woke up with it on my mind because I was like, I don't even know why it was on my mind when I woke up this morning, but I was like, yo.
The Jesse James catch?
Yeah.
I didn't need to get reminded of this Pickens one either.
Well, I mean, it reminded me of it when I seen that now. Yeah. So now I'm be thinking about it some more. It's your fault, though, man. It's totally your fault, bro. Why you got to bring up all this negative stuff, man? Jeez. We supposed to be having a nice positive day today, bro. Golly.
Rod Dallas, 330, Youngstown, Ohio. Share a line, baby.
Shout out to Rod Dallas, a.k.a. Mouse, because, yes, I did run into the homie Rosie, and he shouted you out again. Every time I see him, he always shows love, man. So shout out to you and him. High school teammates, ballers. He always speaks really highly of you, man. So, yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out.
The Cookie Monster, 610, Reading, PA.
One time for Reading, PA, baby.
We also got Willie, that Steelers guy, 420, says it's my day off where I finally have some time. Just watching you guys.
Let's go. Hey, shout out to you having the free time as well, man. And we're glad that you're spending a little bit of that time with us, man. So salute you, baby.
The Don Hefe Quan from the 323, Watts, California.
Watts in the building. And can't wait to see big old TJ Watt out there this year going crazy.
I'll say a few more. Wendy Johnson, 562, Long Beach, California.
Hey, what happened right here? Never mind.
Man, we can turn this off anytime. We change this.
Stop it, bro. I didn't do this. I did not do this. I did not do that. I don't even know. I'm not even looking at TV no more, bro. I'm just focused on this computer screen. I'm just focused here, bro. I'm just focused. What happened? I ain't even looking, bro. Is there a breaking? Is there an update? You got an update on anything? Breaking news? No. All right. I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm innocent, man. Deke, I did not do this. We just got to get past the first half. Just get past the first half and it gets good.
I know the ending. I don't need to see any of it. I'm good.
It's not. Just get past the first half and we have moments, bro, where the movie's going to get good for us. I just want to get to our good parts of the movie. All right? It's almost there. We're almost there.
The Cookie Monster. No, I think I already said him. Reading, PA. Sequoia Harris from the 718, Bronx, New York.
The Bronx.
And then I'll go with Lifted Ones, 916, Fruit Ridge, Sacramento. Hope all is well, fam.
Shout out to Fruit Ridge. You said where? Sacramento?
Yeah, it might be a typo. I don't know.
All right. Shout out. Or Yeah, I've actually never heard of that place before. I was like, it was in Sacramento, maybe? I don't know. But either way, salute you, baby. Salute you. We glad you're here with us, man. All right, staying clear in the 905 Toronto. Shout out Max Rice in the 859 Villa Hills, Kentucky. One time for Craig Ellis in the 717 Lancaster, PA. And you know we got to shout out Sky 2 Smooth in the 318 Ratchet City, Shreveport, Louisiana. One time for the coach. One time for the coach. I see you, Corey Martinez in the 915 El Paso, Texas. And he's watching on his break also. Salute you on that, man. I like that right there, baby. Flow Grown 420 in the 352 Dade City, Florida. Same city as Michael Penix Jr. Okay, interesting connection. I like that. Jay Moods in the 602 Phoenix. Bust down all the way in the Bay Area. Shout out the Yay area. And I'm going to end it with the homie Skeeter Jones in the 310 Southwood, California. Know how to party. All right, shout out to the Cali people in the building with us too, man. And it's not too early over there either, so we like that. Definitely like that, man.
I gotta shout out DC53 real quick.
Oh yeah, shout out to DC53.
He's at work, but we here.
Let's go.
Tuning in from the 412.
Let's go. Hill District, one time for the culture.
You gotta appreciate the hard workers.
Nah, respect on that, man. Respect on that, man. And the fact that y'all actually spend some time to rock with us while y'all out there working on the grind, or even in your free time, man. We definitely do appreciate y'all, man. All right.
We got some supers rolling in.
Oh, and shout out to
training camp report day.
I like it. And real quick, man, lifted once. He said Macramento is the player way of saying Sacramento. Like we Max out here, baby. Hey, nah, respect on that, baby. I like it then, man. Shoot.
Good to know.
Heck yeah, man. You make me think of Mac Dre now. Come on, man. Now I'm be over here distracted, thinking about all the Bay Area, Sacktown stuff. Just, yeah, a lot of fun. Shout out to Cali. All right.
First super of the day says, it's from Let's Go UW. Says, can't believe people, namely Pony, are speculating on trading Highsmith as a part of a potential Brandon Aiyuk trade. Typical Pony L take.
Oh, man, we starting already. All right. Woo. Why have I heard? I don't think I've heard it like media-wise, but I've definitely seen somebody else say something about the Highsmith. Oh, would you put Highsmith in the trade? They're like, yo, why
it was Kaboli.
That's what I'm going to say.
He said it in an interview. It might have actually been on 93.7 The Fan.
Okay.
Where he was just talking about what it would take to get Aiyuk and how the 49ers might not want draft picks. Like they want something that's actually going to help them win now.
Yeah.
And the Steelers' best offer could be something like a Highsmith, or we could throw in like a Dan Moore Jr.
Okay.
Or something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't want to give up Highsmith for Brandon Aiyuk. I think Highsmith being here with the TJ Watt is more important than bringing in Aiyuk and adding him to the receiver room. Like if we're without Highsmith, we're banking on a Nick Herbig.
And if we're without Aiyuk, we're banking on the field.
Yeah, and I'll take that. I would prefer the field at receiver, being that it's wide receiver too as well. And that we also have a Pat Freiermuth. We have running backs on offense too that I think we can get the ball to. Like I'd rather take that chance than losing a Highsmith and then relying on Nick Herbig and then not even having any other depth after that. And I just think edge rush position too, I think a little bit more important than receiver. And I'm talking about wide receiver too, not wide receiver one, franchise wide receiver one, because I think it helps a lot that we have Pickens. But having an edge rush duo of TJ Watt and Highsmith, I think that's way more impactful than bringing in Aiyuk and adding him to the receiver room. Just with how our roster's constructed right now.
As I hear you talk, I just look at it like if we're viewing Aiyuk as wide receiver 2, then I agree with you 100%. I just think if we talking about paying Aiyuk $30 million, that's the conversation of your wide receiver 1. You're the alpha, and if that is what he's truly talking about, then I personally would have took Aiyuk over the Highsmith element. But that's if you believe Aiyuk can be that type of player, because I know what TJ Watt can do, and I feel like Herbig is nice. He's not Highsmith nice just yet, but I think with a season or two, he can grow to that.
This
and I
could
think
maybe
that's
be a
the
different
difference.
conversation for next off season.
Yeah, and I think it's just more so we haven't had the opportunities to see him versus him not being capable. Whereas when I think of our wide receivers, I'm not necessarily looking at that group and I'm asking myself who hasn't reached their full potential because of lack of opportunities. I'm looking at that group and I'm asking, are they physically capable of reaching what I'm trying to get to in terms of a true wide receiver one? I've seen GP. We know he can dominate down the grass, jump ball 50-50, but I still need to see that next part of, yo, can you do this? The route stuff, the separating, the consistent winning each and every game, each and every week, like a true wide receiver one. Like when we would talk Deontay, even though we said it's not as sexy, it was consistently open. I still have that question about GP. We're going into year 3 with that now. When I think of the other receivers, Calvin, I'm like, yo, you're a speed dude, but you still haven't developed the other parts of your game to the point where I feel just, oh man, yeah, we could throw him out there. He's going to, he's a 5 for 70 dude every week. Like, I don't feel that just yet. So that's part of me where I'm like, I still want us to get a receiver to at least solidify that, or we're waiting and praying that GP is going to take that. Now, he can do that. And if he does, then great, we won't have to worry about it. But I just feel like either way, I'm be taking a chance. And I just think that TJ Watt is way more of a surefire piece. And I think that he could raise up a Herbig along with everything that you talked about with the LBs, the D lines and stuff like that. I just think we got more pieces that could offset a Herbig versus if we just coming out here with these receivers and we're like, all right, y'all guys got to win one-on-ones. Y'all guys got to get open. I just think of how at times, last year and even the year before that, we were just kind of like, yo, man, come on, give us a little bit more, man. Give us a little bit more right here. And how it affects the quarterback play. And, I'm down for defense winning. But
well, that's what
I don't feel like everybody likes that.
I feel
the
like
majority of the
that's
nation
how our
doesn't like
offense is
that.
going to be built. It's running the ball and Russ protecting it, making some splash plays here and there. But then, really relying on our defense being top 3 or top 5.
Like, it's a lot. And I love riding on the defense. I love that. But we've seen the past 2-3 years now, even with us winning and having success, because of the style of it, a lot of people don't like that, man. And that's, where we are right now in the sense of, we got upgraded quarterback. We done upgraded the O-line. We got a new coordinator in here. They want to at least be able to score more. And I think that you still got to have those pieces in place to do that, or at least to make it easier to do that.
And that's what we're hoping. Just the addition of Russ should offset the potential loss or the loss of Deontay Johnson, like potentially.
Yeah, because we're seeing that him being able to get us in the right calls, his skills, his experience. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, just naturally being here, adding an Arthur Smith, Pickens going into year 3, Jaylen Warren going into year 3, still having Najee around, upgrading the O-line. Like I'm thinking like
as
just
a whole,
all that should just
our floor.
Right, naturally help the offense. Right there to be better than what it was last year at least. See, I liked how we were playing ball at the end of 2022. We still needed
we were outliers though.
We still needed to get to a higher level. I think to get to big winning and like
and when we say the end, we're talking about like the Mason version at the last like 2-3 games.
I'm talking about
from the second half of the season, like bye week on.
Actually,
because I was thinking them last like when we were scoring 20 plus, almost flirting with 30. That's what I was.
I would be good replicating our 2023 end of year offense with Mason. I was talking about Kenny's rookie year. Okay, it was really ground and pound. And then Kenny clutch drive at the end, him converting on third downs and stuff like that. Like I think we needed to hit another level there, but I was good winning that way because I thought we were in control. We had an identity. But the Mason offense, if we could just do that this year, we'll be fine. We'll be completely fine because the defense should be a lot better too. Yeah. And healthier.
Nah, very true on that, man. Very true. Like I said, I'm down with it. I just felt like, man. So you know how the people was tripping last year, though, bro. They want to see points.
You're the GM.
They want to see us scoring, man.
Highsmith for Aiyuk. You doing it right now?
But see, for me, if you're asking me this is going to open up a whole another part of the conversation. I don't think Brandon Aiyuk is worth $30 million and is a bona fide wide receiver one.
No.
So that's, for me, why I'm going to say no. But if I did believe that Brandon Aiyuk was that, and I'm sure some people do, then I'm going to say yes. I just personally don't believe he's that. If this is DK Metcalf, yes. because that's a bona fide wide receiver number 1 to me. But it has to be a bona fide wide receiver 1. I don't want to just swap wide receiver 2 for pass rusher 2. I want to do the real thing if I'm going to do the real thing. But that's just how I look at Aiyuk. I think that he is a elite high end 2, but I don't think he's a bona fide 1. Not for $30 million.
Not having Highsmith wouldn't concern you? Because there's been
times
times
I have the dominant receiver, if I have the dominant number 1, and GP is my either you're gonna ascend to freaky category or you're an elite level 2, I feel great with that because I know TJ's gonna cook and I know Herbert can come in here and play.
Because it looked ugly at times back in like 2020, 2021, whenever we had some injuries at the edge rush spot. And like Highsmith would miss a game or two.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously when TJ wasn't there, we were hurting. But even like Highsmith missing a game, like it would get rough.
But that's
I do think Herbig's better than what we had back then.
But you would have another
I don't know if I want to risk that. Yeah.
But that's why for me, it would have to be the bona fide wide receiver 1. The same way if we were talking AB is obviously in a whole another class than DK, but it's like we're talking about a certain caliber receiver that we feel is that daggone good. And that's kind of how I look at it. Because we know Highsmith is crazy nice. But that's not going to score us enough points. You bring in this DK, you bring in a legit receiver that is worth that, I think it does change a lot for it. But
I think it depends on what you're replacing Highsmith with. I don't know what edge rushers are out there right now or who you could get. Because the replacement for Aiyuk, not getting him, is trading for like a Cortland Sutton or signing a Michael Thomas.
But if I'm doing that, I'm not touching Highsmith. I'm not even thinking about any of that over there. I'm looking at that as like, man, you're going to take this pick. I'm going to get this dude and maybe give him some cash. But it's only like a select number of wide receivers that I'm talking about putting a Highsmith into that, just because Highsmith had 14.5 in a season before.
Yep.
He's proven.
He's really good against the run,
he's
too.
proven, man.
And even with his lack of sacks last year, I mean, he's still got 7, I think.
And he's durable.
Always around the
available.
quarterback, pressuring.
Yeah.
Really good player.
That's my thing. I'm like, bro, don't give us any nonsense off the field either. Like a genuinely good person. Yeah, man. I'm not thinking about that unless it's a DK or something that's proven. But that's just how I feel about Aiyuk. I don't know if everybody else feels like that about Aiyuk. Some people think that he's worth it.
For Aiyuk.
Yeah, some people think he's worth that. That's my hesitancy.
I think it'd be a fair trade. I
do too.
I'm good. I believe in Pickens. I think we could make the offense work with what we have. Now, again, I'm not opposed to still upgrading the wide receiver too. I don't want to give up Highsmith. I'd prefer giving up whatever draft pick it takes to get Aiyuk and then paying him $25.
So you telling me you like defense more than offense now? You'd rather stop a person than try to outscore him?
I just want to win games. I don't care.
No, well, because there's multiple ways to win games. You can either try to outscore them or you could try to just make sure they can't score. I like the make sure they can't score approach. But in today's NFL, the majority of the league is I'm going to try to outscore you.
I think if Russ can play like Mason did last year, we could put up 25, 30 points. Because think, all we did was slot in Mason. Mm-hmm. We still had the same offensive line.
But we had explosive plays coming out of it as well, though.
We had, I guess the only difference would be, in terms of receivers, would be we had Deontay. We don't have Deontay. Mm-hmm. All right, Pickens was there. We got the same 2 running backs, but now we had Cordell Patterson. Mm-hmm. This year's offensive line should be better. So it's just like, man, to me, if Russ if he could just play like Mason, and I don't see why he can't do that. It's Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine. I really do. The wide receiver to the Deontay, that's the big question. But I've got to see Russ make it work a lot of times out in Seattle with some no-name dudes.
Quick question.
And put up, decent numbers. Put up a lot of points.
You said that we'll be fine. What is fine to you?
I think putting up mid-20s.
No. I'm saying like on the season. Like what is fine to you? Like as a whole. Like
how
we were at 10 wins, postseason, lost in a wild card. Like some people would look at that as like, yo, that's absolutely failure.
As an offense or as a team?
Both. Because I think they all kind of go hand in hand.
As an offense, I would say the Mason games. That's fine to me.
Yeah.
That's a competent offense. I think we could have won the Super Bowl last year with how that offense was playing.
Yeah.
We had the turnovers in the Bills game, the wild card game, but that's not like the optimal version of that offense, right?
Right. I mean, like you said, you spotted team 14 points essentially, and now you're trying to play catch up versus a team that can score also.
Yeah. And And as a team, I think we got it. We got to at least win one playoff game, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with how the offense was playing last year, I think that was a team that could win multiple playoff games.
Yeah.
It was the defense. I think the defense. Yeah, the
got
defense wasn't
up,
right.
man.
Yeah, we didn't have our linebackers out there.
Our safeties were jacked up. Yeah.
So as long as we stay healthy on defense, I don't see why this offense can't be like pretty solid for us.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that's what I was trying to figure
combine
out,
the two,
man.
we're winning games.
I know you just like, yo, we good. I'm like, all right, it's good. Like, yo, we double digit wins, maybe a playoff win, or is it good? Like, yo, we are legit seeing Super Bowl. Like, that's what we're trying to get to. I think that as we currently stand, yeah, even with the current pieces, and if we're playing the Mason style, I think we will win some games. I don't know if that's enough to beat when it's time to go to a Super Bowl or even win the Super Bowl. That's kind of how I look at it.
Luckily, we got a trade deadline,
and that's true also.
So, I think we can be that style of offense to start the season.
Oh heck yeah,
and then we can try to fine tune and look and see, okay, how can we really take the next step? And then Omar Khan can do some work at the trade deadline.
Yeah, because it might just
that's why I'm not stressing about it as much
give me
to
that,
start
give
the
me that.
season.
Yeah,
because I think Omar Khan is willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And whether it's a trade right before the season starts, middle of the season, before the trade deadline, that's the type of GM that he is.
Well, yeah, I'm still sticking with my stance of week one, you need to make a move. It needs to have something done. Like the same way we talked, I guess it was 2 weeks ago when we was talking about the whole trade
we
stuff.
were talking about slot corner.
Either one.
Receiver too?
Either one. I don't feel like this needs to be it going into week one. I feel like, I want that piece here. I would like for it to be here sooner rather than later, so it actually has time to get the offense, get comfortable, and we're not doing it on the fly in season when the games actually count. And now we drop this one over here. We should have won that one, but man, it was a little leaky over here. Oh man, we almost got up out of here, but they actually just a tinky bit better over here because we have some personnel stuff. And now we got to hit the ground right now. We got to, hey, Max, come on. You know what it is now? It's back half of the season. We got the division here. All right. Let's. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, I don't even want to play around like that, man. We know what we need. It's like, if we're playing the percentages here, which one has the percentage of working better? One of the few, in terms of the guys we currently have, stepping up and consistently being there and ready to go and doing it for the whole time.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Or going to get that, and that already comes in here, and we know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how I feel about it. But everybody is different in terms of the level of urgency of when they want to make that. That's all. I just feel like the sooner it happens, the better. But I do respect the idea of, maybe one of these dudes can do that. And it's nothing saying they can't, because we've seen dudes develop. We definitely have.
Yeah, and I think it's just belief in Russell Wilson, too.
Yeah.
I think it's belief in having a competent offensive coordinator here, an improved O-line.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a lot of good things going for us on offense. It's just this, wide receiver two-hole that we've been talking about all offseason after trading Deontay Johnson that I think we got to address, and whether that is in-house or it's getting an Aiyuk or trading for one of these dudes, that's a way to do it. I mean, Sutton makes a ton of sense. Cortland Sutton. Just trade a late pick for him. He's got the connection with Russ already.
Because
you're not giving up as much, but he's a solid wide receiver too. He's the complement to Pickens. You know
honestly,
what he is.
Worst case, I would still have two dope wide receiver twos in a group of other wide receivers that I feel like, that is still comparable enough to get us out there with Russ. Versus if Pickens is just a wide receiver two and we just have this feel, that's the part where I think we will feel light. We will feel like, we're missing something. We need an extra piece on this offense.
Yeah, because no one would be stressing about a Cortland Sutton trade.
Not at all.
Whereas with Aiyuk, you may have question marks about what it takes to get him and how much you're paying him.
Heck yeah.
Cortland Sutton, it's going to be a late round pick to get him, and then you're paying him around
reward, bro.
The teens. You're paying him around Deontay Johnson type of money.
Like you said, I don't feel like we hate any of that. And I think the ability for either Cortland or GP to go even further, or GP to step even further, I think that's just icing on the cake. Versus right now, I feel like we're pushing all our chips to the center, and we're saying, GP, you have to be the bona fide wide receiver one from start to finish. Step up, be that guy. The field, hey man, y'all figure it out. Y'all got time, but GP, until somebody else comes in here, you have to be the guy. I just think it's a different perspective or a different like expectation of what we're going to be looking for from him without a Cortland, without a Aiyuk, or without anybody, versus if one of those dudes were here. I just think it makes it a lot easier on everybody, including including the quarterback too, man.
Yeah, and that's why we're talking about it.
No, it's gonna be interesting though, bro. It's gonna be interesting. John Doe asked a cool little question, man. He was like, "Yo, can a GP perform with constant double teams?" And that is something that does come with when you become the bona fide wide receiver one. Now, I don't think he would get that initially, but there is a scenario where if a defensive coordinator is looking at our offense and they say, man, I think our cornerback two can guard Van Jefferson, can guard Calvin Austin, can guard Quez Watkins, can guard, any of these other guys that we're going to throw out there. Well, yeah, then they are going to probably, give GP a little extra attention, because now they're saying, hey, if we could take this GP guy away, who are they throwing the ball to? And that's the part that you don't want to, get into, especially once the season gets here. So that's the only thing. It's like, yo, Roman Wilson, man, if he can step up and start early, man, hey, go for it, bro. But that's the part where you can just see where
he seems to be just such a seamless answer for our slot.
Yeah. I'm excited to see him, bro.
Yeah.
With the pads, like I want to see him, because he looked good at OTAs, man.
All right, we got a few more from Let's Go UW.
All right. Shout out to Let's Go UW also, man.
Who's your choice for camp sleeper that shows up and really surprises people? Not a high round pick. Someone few are talking about that can shine in camp.
Is Herbig considered that?
Yeah.
So he's not on this list, or I can't put him on the list?
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can answer with Herbig.
I feel like Herbig is ready, bro. Like, I want to see just him stay healthy, but I think that he's ready to put on a show. The same way when Heisman started to step up and we started to see him be like, yo, who's this kid? He keep making plays out here. I feel like with Herbig, man, he's going to start showing some of that this year. So I'm going to go with him.
Can I say Roman Wilson?
He's not that's
third round pick?
Yeah. He was the first or the second third round pick?
I think he shows up and stakes his claim as our slot receiver once training camp's done. Training camp and preseason's done.
Because he has legit competition in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my call.
Would you say he's the favorite or not just yet? I know he was the draft pick, so we're excited about him. But would you say he's the favorite over like a Calvin Austin or even
as a slot guy? Yeah.
Okay.
Calvin already got a year to try to showcase that, and it just
he could run routes, man. He run routes, bro. Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that, man.
Yeah, Quez Watkins. I mean, Scotty Miller's probably his best competition for the slot. I mean, Calvin Austin's he's.
Are you talking about Super Bowl champion Scotty Miller? Is that who you talking about?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that slot spot. Like Calvin Austin, I'm hoping he can be what we think he can be, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be cooking in the slot. He's going to be a deep threat too.
I want to see you down in the grass, yeah.
So honestly, I mean, who's Roman Wilson competing with here?
That's what I'm saying.
It's really just Scotty Miller, I'd say. I mean, I guess you could throw Calvin Austin in the mix, but I think Roman Wilson will beat out Calvin Austin. I think he'll beat out Scotty Miller too, so that's why I'm picking him.
Not fair. I like that. I mean, if we're being real, I think Roman, of the three that you just named, is the best well-rounded in terms of ability to win, short area quickness, catching, and run out the catch.
Toughness, blocking, too.
I think he brings all that to the table. I think if it wasn't for his being a little bit smaller, he could be a number 2 on the outside. But he's just, like I said, a little bit smaller, so that's why it's more of the slot. But, yeah, he could definitely do all that. Whereas you think of Calvin, he's more limited and more straight line speed, and then with Scotty, it's more Scotty quick and nice, too, though, bro. He's a little older, though. He's a little older.
Is there any chance Calvin Austin can play the outside?
I personally don't think he can just yet. I think that it takes a lot to consistently do that as a smaller guy on the outside. I think if he's 6'3", 6'4", and he's just a down-the-grass speed guy, I think you can get away with it because he can still be out there and block. He can still
That's like Quez Watkins.
Right. He could do some of the other stuff. Calvin right now, I look at it as I don't even personally want him on the point because I think if he gets pressed up, it's going to be an issue. We start to see that some. I like him as the in the slot motion guy, get him in the second part of that bunch, and now he's the guy that you got to run with. You can't get hands on him. I think if you put him out there as the wide receiver 2 and he's the point of the attack dude, he's the guy that's on that line, versus a Dante Jackson, right?
Almost maybe like a Debo.
Yes, exactly like that.
From Calvin Austin.
Yes, I want him getting that ball on the move where he's able to get that speed and actually utilize it to his advantage, versus him, straight off the line now. Hey, try to beat this press from a dude that's 6'1", 6'2" with very long arms, JPJ types, right? We see what these corners are starting to look like more of. Corey Trice types. It's like, bro, all y'all just.
Corey Trice is my other answer. If I could do a defense answer, Corey Trice is definitely my answer on defense too for this. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing them up.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
No, so okay, so what was I just talking about? Oh my god,
Calvin Austin going up against corners.
Yeah,
and
so
guys like
with the
JPJ
longer arm
or
though.
Trice.
So it's like this. It's like, man, you can put him out there, and in certain situations, if we're just talking about, hey, run this route, can you win on a vertical? Can you win on a post? Can you win on a corner? Sure, but if you're playing wide receiver 2, you're not just out there for 3 plays a game and you're only running those 3 routes. You're out there for more than just that. You're going to have to do the blocking. You're going to have to do some of the other stuff being at the point. You're going to have to be able to beat the pressure. You're going to have to do a lot more than just these couple of things. And I just personally haven't seen that type of consistency from Calvin just yet. Part of it is because he's a smaller guy, though. So it's like, yo, could you do it? We've seen a Tyreek Hill have a ton of success out there. But there's a reason why we don't say it's 30 Tyreek Hills, right? Because just because a person is very fast, if they're small, they have to also be very skilled in the sense of how to combat these taller, longer defenders. And that's the part where we're trying to see, can Calvin consistently get that? Because otherwise what you're going to do is you're going to put him out there because he's fast and because we like him. But we're going to be in these games and it's like, yeah, we can't really look over there right now because he's not getting the separation that we need. And he's not this big body that you could just throw up to and just say, hey, GP, make is right. That's the other part when you're talking about him as a wide receiver 2 on the outside, where I'm like, yo, you put him on that inside. It just gives him better matchups. You're facing the smaller of the 3 corners because usually your slot corner is not as 6'1"-ish, 6'2"-ish. He's usually, 5'10", might even be a 5'9", depending on some of these dudes. And I just think that benefits Calvin a lot more than him trying to live on that outside.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be in a traditional slot role. And that's how I would see Roman Wilson being utilized here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What could we be doing? We could go 4 wide, I guess, have 2 guys in the slot or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's multiple ways that we'll be able to utilize him.
I think Calvin Austin being our wide receiver 4 would be a good problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
And being someone we can rely on.
And the matchup that he gets in that setting, that almost amplifies his talent because now he's not having to punch against cornerback 1, cornerback 2. Heck, it ain't even cornerback 3. We talking about, this is the 4th corner. Think about when we've talked about our 4th corner at times and who that could be in this conversation at times. That's definitely a matchup that we will be looking at Calvin and saying, we expect you to win this one. And I think that puts him in a way better situation. I think it helps out Russ also because it's just an easier matchup for Calvin to win on. So it's going to naturally give you a little bit more confidence if you're the quarterback that this guy can consistently get open right there.
Because we're seeing some people in the chat bring up that Russell Wilson talked about Calvin Austin like a Tyler Lockett.
Mm-hmm.
Youngboy24 says Russ called Calvin Austin Tyler Lockett.
Mm-hmm.
Mano says CA3 reminds me of a Tyler Lockett from Seattle.
He has the potential.
He needs to get bigger.
But once again, how many Tyler Lockett's are there? That's the other part of it. Because most of the time, it takes a lot for that type of player to play in that type of position and have the success that he's having, or at least had. We're going to see, can Calvin do that, man? But you even said it yourself, man. Calvin ain't as big as my man Tyler Lockett. Tyler still got a little bit of size on him.
Yeah. Let's go UW. Reiterates that too. Says Russ had some high praise for CA3. I would love if Russ helps him take the next step to be our number 2 or competes with GP for number 1. That ain't happening.
Why not?
That ain't happening.
If he could get into that Tyler Lockett level, I mean, that's Tyler Lockett is, it's wide receiver 1-ish.
That ain't happening.
Let me see. Shoot, just last year, what my man, what did he hit us with last year?
GP had 1,106 touchdowns last year, and that's with our carousel
all I'm
of
saying is if Calvin could get to Tyler Lockett level, Tyler Lockett since 2018 is, Last year he had 895, 965 and 18. Then he did 1,057, 1,054, 1,175, 1,033, 9 tutties, 8 tutties, 10 tutties, 8 tutties, 10 tutties. If Calvin Austin gets to that, bro, yeah, man, I think
that's more wide receiver two to me, but it's solid. That's awesome.
Is
It'd be awesome
everything
if he could be wide receiver two.
Is that not everything that
not
everything that Pickens has already done though? He ain't got there yet.
Pickens got 1,100 last year.
Yeah, I said he had an 11 and 8 touchdowns.
I mean, but that's what we know. There was a lot more meat left on the bone with Pickens last year. Not only with his own immaturities at times, but also the quarterback play.
Shout out, that boy.
I mean, he could have easily had another touchdown in the Titans game.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, he left it out there because it was just too difficult to get that foot down, man. He just couldn't get it. No.
Cliff the Dark Knight. Moats, what are the rules for Latrobe? Are you there the entire duration? Can you leave and come back? What do you pack?
Well, officially, yes. You are supposed to stay there the whole time. All right? And you have a curfew every single night. And you make sure that you're in your room for said curfew. And they're going to open up that door and peek their head in. And you say, hey, coach, I'm here. All right? And that's what you do. And then after that, you turn the light off and you go to sleep. And you don't leave. You don't pack anything except... All right. Some people going to bring some TVs. Some people going to bring some refrigerators. You might even see a recliner in there. All right. Me personally, I'm a bare minimal dude. When I'm in training camp, I'm an egg crate type of guy. Just give me the egg crate from Walmart, maybe my favorite pillow, and I'm straight. All right. I don't need a TV. I don't need a refrigerator. I'm going to drink my Pedialyte nice and hot. It makes me feel tougher. All right. So that's how I rock with it. But technically, yes, you are supposed to stay there every single time. Now, does everybody stay there? Well, hey, man, you know how that goes. All right. But yes, you are supposed to stay there. And yes, that is that. But it's you know, you got to have some fun with it. And that's the one thing I will say, man. As a whole, the coaching staff, they do a really good job of making sure that everybody is where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. Yeah. For the most part. And we'll leave it at that. Yeah. So, yeah, man. All good. All good. Shout out to training camp, though, man. Shout out to training camp.
Let's go, UW. It says, Najee said there have been no negotiations. He did speak today.
That is interesting.
I got some quotes for you. I got more quotes.
That is really interesting because if you think about it, that was part of the whole, if I remember, I want to say Omar said that, right? It was on the whole, just because we pick up the option don't mean we don't want him or we still might talk to him thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
Don't rule out an extension.
Right. That's what I heard. So yeah, share with the congregation, man.
So they asked him how he felt about the 5th-year option being declined.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I was disappointed for a minute, but I mean, it's nothing really where me sitting around and being disappointed for too long would do anything to help me out. It is what it is, and you got to keep pushing and knowing that coming out here and doing what's best for the team and having a good year is what's most important right now. Yeah, I was disappointed for a minute, a couple days, and it just went past my mind so fast. So he was also asked,
hold on.
Why?
Do you have a Notorious B.I.G. shirt on? Go back real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's go. San Francisco Giants beanie.
Let's go. Oh, man. Ready to die. Oh. Love Biggie, man.
Yeah, I think that's what the back of the shirt says.
Yeah, that's my deal. Oh, I love Biggie. That's the album cover. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I know that. I know that face. Yeah.
He was also asked the reason the Steelers gave as to why they declined the 5th-year option.
Oh, he's talking.
And he said they didn't know which direction the offense was headed.
What does that mean? We don't know which way the offense is heading. Deke, what we doing, man? What we doing, Deke?
I think that's
what we doing, Deke?
What we doing, Deke?
Oh,
why you
boy.
didn't pick up Najee's 5th-year option.
Bro, what?
It's just a bad excuse.
Deke, what? They hit that man with, hey, yo. It's not you. We're just confused right now. We just need some more time.
You brought in Arthur Smith.
You know, I don't know which way this is going to go.
With the Titans and the Falcons. I mean, even with the Falcons, weren't they like a top 5
rushing team? They was running the ball, man. The Titans, the Falcons, they running the ball,
obviously
man.
With the Titans, they were like the best rushing team in the league for 2 years.
Hey, I don't know. We might start airing it out. We might turn it to a 5-wide offense. We just aren't sure just yet, all right? But we're going to bring in Arthur Smith. We're going to bring in Rush. And, yeah, come on, Justin Fields as well, man. All right, but, hey, we're going to get these offense linemen, these big body blocking dudes, too, all right?
We're going to trade away Deontay Johnson.
Hey, we don't want Deontay. We want Troy Fautanu, all right? You can see but, hey, we don't know which way we going just yet.
I think it's just a lie.
That's crazy. Hey, I like it, though, bro. I like it. Shout out to Omar,
what would have been a better explanation?
Man, we want to see how you do with these new pieces.
Yeah, I think that would have been so much better.
Yeah, man. At least it's real. We believe that, what you've done has been great, but we also don't think that it's worth paying crazy for just yet. We want to see with the new pieces around what
Russ
you
being
look
here,
like,
the
man.
new coordinator, yeah. We just want to see what it looks like.
Are you more explosive potentially? Does this open up another lane for you? And now, instead of us getting you into a contract where 2 years from now you're going to be upset because you're outperforming it, hey, man, this gives us a chance to do right by you. So we're going to allow you to put your best foot forward this season. And once you show us that you're capable of what we know you're capable of, that's what we drafted in the first round. Now, remember that. So we know what you're capable of, but once you can show it again with this new set, bro, blink check. Come on, man. You know we're going to take care of you. You know we'll take care of you, man. But you got to show up, though. Don't do like L. Bell. You see what happened to L. Bell. He left us. He set out, and we saw how his career played out. You know, we brought you here. When people weren't drafting running backs, we drafted you. We're not keeping up with them, okay? But I need you to come out here and show us what you can do with these new pieces this year, all right? That's the mind trick they're going to play on him. Yeah, that's the game. That's the game.
Do you think maybe they did say it in that way, and this is just Najee's way of interpreting it?
Yeah. A lot of times as players, especially when you're active, you don't interpret or hear the communication the same way as when you're retired, kind of stepped away from it and can look at business versus like the sport part of it. Sometimes when you're in it, you just hear, y'all didn't pick up my option. I'm sitting here. And you're just rambling about all this other stuff. Basically, what you're saying is F me, bro. So F you. That's my mind. And it's like, as a player, you not saying that Najee is on that, but sometimes, man, you'll just take it weird, man. You hear the TG joke every time, when we talk about, oh, man, I seen when Moats went through the transition, he had the hoodie on versus when he did it. Because it was a time where it was like, yo, F everybody in this organization because y'all playing with me. And you get to that even though when you sitting here now, you look back, it's like, bro, I get exactly what it was. It made sense what you were doing. That's a bigger investment. That has to give these opportunities. But when you're in that mode, man, you're not hearing none of that. So Najee could very well just have said, this is what I'm going to say. And yeah, this is what it is right now. But yeah, I'm sure Omar, especially Coach T, that's the one thing I will say. Maybe not Omar, Coach Tomlin for certain, though. He is going to communicate the situation to you. You might not like it. That's for certain. You definitely might. Used to be some times you walk about that meeting with Coach T on that one-on-one, and you like, bro, I should uppercut him. And then I'm going to hug him because he at least told me. But, man, I want to uppercut him because he actually said that. That is actually crazy.
Yeah, I'm hard-pressed to believe that Tomlin told Najee,
we don't know
where this offense is going.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think Coach T would be on it. I think Coach T would tell him, yo, this is what it is. You could be upset. And he's going to also say this, bro, don't be in your feelings about it. I'm not saying you got to like it, be pissed off, but we ain't got time for you to mope around. Work. Get better. If you want to get more opportunities, you show us what you can do when you get these opportunities, and then you'll get that. That's how Coach T going to talk to him. He ain't going to let you guilt trip him or pity party or, nah, he ain't. He going to tell you straight up. So that's the one thing I would say. I feel like that has had some communication. This might be just the let me say it this way because it's nicer. It might make him feel a little bit better publicly. But
okay, yeah, I'm just trying to think. He's there. He's answering the questions.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't think anything really changes.
Yeah.
No, I get the one thing that may not be consistent from what we heard was the negotiation aspect of it, of maybe that even though the 5th-year option has been declined, maybe there could still be a contract extension that takes place this offseason. But if there's been no negotiations up to this point, I don't know why there would all of a sudden be negotiations now.
Because what's the urgency from the Steelers side of it?
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah,
you're here. You
as long
said
as
you're
you're
going to work
reporting,
hard.
You've already dropped your weight, so we know you're committed to this season. You showed up for every OTA practice. You were there for minicamp. You never publicly said anything like Cam did, in the sense of like, yo, I'm upset, I want this. So, and that's the same reason why we said we Cam. We're like, yo, I don't see why they would mess with his money if you're showing up. We don't think it's bad that you're showing up, but in terms of trying to leverage yourself into new money or a new contract, just the history has shown that that's not the way to gain leverage with these organizations. You got to actually show them that you're willing to not be there, and then pray that your replacement isn't as good or close to as good. I think in Cam's scenario with 95 in the building, playing a dangerous game.
Well, speaking of that, Aiyuk is showing up the 49ers camp.
He won't get fined. All right. Hey, Deke, everybody talk tough until that buddy start getting fired about their pocket price. All I know, bro. I've seen a lot of dudes talk about, I'm not going to do this, I'm not showing up. They start talking when they can hit you on that day, that per day. And you be like, nah, bro, you tripping.
I guess technically he never said he wasn't going to show up. But he requested a trade, though.
Yeah,
he did officially request a trade.
Do the old-fashioned hold it. No, yeah, that's the Mink and the TJ, right? I'm going to show up, but I'm not participating. But I'm here. You're not going to find me. But I am here.
Yeah, I feel like there's more information that needs to come out.
What's up, bro? Yeah, my man said, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to be here.
What's his attitude? Is he doing the drills? How much is he playing?
Yeah, is he practicing?
That's what I want to find out.
I want to know if he's on the sideline just running his gassers, doing his own little conditioning. Because if that's the case, then I don't think anything has changed. I think he just doesn't want to get fined. But if he's actually there participating, then it's like, bro, you're not going anywhere. Yeah.
Now, Lynch did have some interesting comments. He did this whole cliche thing where he was saying, we want Aiyuk, big part of the offense. We're trying to get a deal done, this and that. But I think this was the first time he also said he's open to offers. Because everything he said going back to like March was about, we're not trading and we're getting this deal done. This was the first time he said, listen, if the opportunity presents itself, we'll be open.
All right. So it sounds like he's softening on his stance a little bit, which is good. Yeah, I think
he's gonna have to. Like if you literally have Aiyuk requesting a trade, you got to be open to trade him.
Unless Aiyuk is practicing. If Aiyuk is practicing, bro, man, you straight, bro. You gonna milk this thing, get him to the season, and now you got him.
And that would be the best case scenario for the 49ers because you have Purcell waiting in the wings. Season, but if you could get one more year out of Aiyuk, and then you can worry about franchise tagging him or not the following offseason. But even if you don't, you got that 1 year of Aiyuk, that transition year between him and Purcell, and then you could just let Aiyuk walk.
Because you're going to have to pay Purdy anyways. And that's going to be coming up. So it's like you can kind of make it work. That's what I'm saying.
They can't afford all these guys. Right. I keep saying this. This is ridiculous how we're even talking about them paying Aiyuk right now.
They have to pay Purdy. Purdy is next year. That has to get paid, bro.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. He's going to get the check. So with that, it's like, man, you're not going to keep Aiyuk, bro. But this is interesting. I want to see how it's going to play out, man. I want to know, though, if Aiyuk is actually practicing or if he's just there. That's what we're going to have to wait to find out, man.
I'm trying to look, man. I'm just seeing if there's any updates on it.
Because I'm like, that's a difference. That's a big difference, man.
Yeah, no. But I did see officially he is reporting to camp.
All right.
I just wanted to see if they're saying how it's looking at camp. I don't know if they're practicing yet today or tomorrow or whatever, but that's going to be the big information.
Yeah.
Of how much does he participate. Skeeter Jones joined the upper room.
Shout out to Skeeter Jones and welcome to the upper room.
I think
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No, that's the first one I sung on. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. All good. I'm trying to think. Do I want to hit TG exactly right now, or do you want to try to get these last 3 supers real quick?
Up to you.
Actually, no. We'll hold off on those, and then I will hit him so we can stay on schedule real quick.
Sure. How about I read this one then?
Go ahead, knock it out, man. Okay.
Raymond Kane, who y'all got? An all-time Steelers team led by Terry Bradshaw with all of his all-time teammates, or an all-time Steelers team led by 7 with his all-time teammates.
So
Wow.
we're younger with 7, but they got more Hall of Famers and champions with Bradshaw. That's tough.
I'll take my chances with 7.
All right, I'll take my chances with the team of Hall of Famers, then I suppose. Yeah.
I got AB though. I got Bell.
I got Mel.
I got a damn good offensive line.
I got Lambert. I got
Pouncey.
Ham. I got Green. I got Greenwood. I got Shell. I got Swan. I got Stallworth.
That defense is
I
pretty
got
good.
Webster.
I like our offense.
I got Franco.
I like Ben's chances of carving up that defense. We got to see it how many times against the so-called best defenses in the league, the no-fly zone, the Jaguars.
We talking about the steel curtain. The steel curtain isn't still no more?
I get it. I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances with Ben, AB, Bell.
Fair enough.
Give me a
man.
Santonio. Give me a
Fair enough,
Hines.
man.
That O-line's going to be good. You got a Heath.
Yeah. It's all good, bro. I'm rolling with.
I got the bus, too.
I'm rolling with the full-time Super Bowl chips, the Hall of Famer on Hall of Famer on Hall of the way that we created
Deke could keep up with
the
Swan.
way that we created Steelers Hall of Fame biasness was from that group. So I'm definitely gonna roll.
I got
with
Joe Hayden
that
in the
group.
mix.
I'm gonna go with that group, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna
James
go with that
Harrison,
group.
T.J. Watt.
That's all good.
I
That's
like
all
that.
good.
Cam
And I
Hayward,
got
Casey Hampton.
And you ready for this? I
like
got the better kicker too, huh?
No.
I got number 1.
I got Jeffrey.
Yeah, I got number
Jeffrey.
1. I got number 1. I got Gary. Yeah.
I got the best kid kicker, Jeffrey.
The kicker, let's ride. It's over.
Do you?
Yes. Gary's back then.
I don't know. He might have been after Bradshaw.
I don't know.
He might have been like a year or two after.
Yeah.
It might have been though. Like
I was thinking it's like in that time frame, right?
Crossover.
Yeah.
It might have been.
It's close. It's got to be close, bro.
I think.
I like everything else though.
I don't even know who that kicker was back then.
Man, either way, I'm taking any of that.
That would
70s,
be a fun
bro.
game.
It would.
Troy P. I got Troy P.
Yeah.
I think Ike could keep up with Lynn. Joe Hayden's probably
I'm
on the
with
other
you, bro.
side.
All good, bro.
Ike's fast. He locked down the best receivers.
I'm
He just
just-
couldn't catch.
I'm just laughing at the way that you're about to talk about Hall of Famers. That's why you heard me chuckle. Because you're going to talk bad about the 70 Hall of Famers.
I'm not talking
and
bad
then
about
you're
them
going
at
to
all.
talk
No, there's
like
respect.
No. Because check it out. Are you
I'm
ready?
painting a vision
No.
for this
Are you
team.
ready? This is what I'm saying. So you just said that Ike T, love Ike T. You already know that's the homie. Non-Hall of Famer is going to be able to keep up with or lock down Hall
He
of
just couldn't
Famer,
catch.
right?
He could stick with him
Now-
because
now-
he's fast as hell.
Now, what is Mel Blount going to do to AB then? You see what I'm saying? That's the part that I'm talking
it's a
about, where
great
I say
question.
you're going to disrespect the 70s Hall of Famers.
What era are we playing?
So,
in?
like
that's
I
the
said,
other question.
Mel Blount dominated pre and post.
No, I'm saying
they changed
like,
the rules because of this
what,
man,
yeah,
right?
what can cornerbacks do to receivers? in this
See,
game?
so I feel like you need that more than I would need that. That's what I'm saying. Because if it's any of them 70s rules, I think your little receivers are going to get beat the heck up, man.
I don't know who you got after Mel Blount though, a receiver or a cornerback.
I mean, I can go down the list if I need to, but I just
I
feel
don't know
like
who you got.
Who was blocking Mean Joe Green? Who was blocking LC Greenwood? Tell me that.
I got Villanueva, I guess.
So once again,
hold
tell me
on.
that. Who was blocking those two guys?
We got Marvel Smith in the mix. Good player. I mean, I could say the same thing about James Harrison and T.J. Watt, though.
All right.
I could definitely say the same thing.
All right, man.
Because, like, you had Webster. There was no other Hall of Famers on that offensive line.
All right. If we're going Hall of Famer versus Hall of Famer, I believe there are more Hall of Famers
I
on
agree.
that 70s
No, I
roster.
agree. I agree.
That's
but
all I'm saying,
hey,
bro.
I agree. But, like, if we're
Yeah.
if we're combining, like, the all-time
listening.
players that Ben played with, I think we're putting together a pretty damn good squad.
I like it. Trust me. I like it. All I'm saying is you're going to
I think your
disrespect
defense.
the Hall of Famers,
I think your
though.
defense has an advantage. I like our
Yeah.
offense though, and then I
Fair
like our
enough.
kicker.
So the defense of the 70s has the advantage, but you like your offense. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like our offense
Yeah.
over
the
I like
defense of the
I like
70s.
The Big Ben. No. Well,
Because that's the matchup.
Hey,
It's
that's
not
the matchup,
offense versus
but-
offense. It's your offense versus the 70s defense. So you're saying
I'll take my
that
chances.
offense is better than. That's why I just said you're going to disrespect them Hall of Famers.
It's not disrespect. It's just
It's good.
It's but like I mean
It's good.
I really like our defense.
It's
versus
good, bro. Yeah.
Bradshaw and all them.
It's
because
good.
I don't know how explosive it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's all good, bro.
Ike T, Joe Hayden,
It's all good, bro.
Troy P.
It's all good, bro.
No, it's not disrespect. I like
7's your guy, bro.
I like that matchup.
If they
I
flip
like
the
that matchup over
quarterbacks,
the other
if
one.
they flip the
I'll take
quarterbacks,
my
I
chances.
guarantee you, if they flip the quarterbacks, you'll be saying everything about the 70s team there. You're going
Well, that's
off
the
of
X
your
factor.
quarterback.
How about that? I mean, that's the X factor. In the
Hey,
game.
you can
The
take how you
quarterbacks.
want to take it. One has 4, one has 2. However you want to
Bradshaw
roll,
played
however
with
you
all
want
those
to.
Hall of Famers.
So,
That's what I think Ben's
either
gonna elevate.
way.
Ben's gonna elevate. He's gonna elevate this offense.
Hey, so once again, what I said at the beginning, you're gonna disrespect these Hall of Famers.
Not a disrespect.
I get it, bro.
Not a disrespect.
You love 7. I get it.
It's not. 7's a Hall of Famer in his own right, and we've got to see how many times and
It's all good.
takeover games
So
against all these top defenses.
Let's pull up. You want to pull up the Steelers 70s teams? Let's pull them up then. All right.
No, I know how good.
No.
they are.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I don't
Because
need to go
this is what
over
you
it.
want to do, bro. You want to do it. I got you. I was
done it
trying
all.
not to do it, but we can do it. We just look. You was questioning, man, who's the other quarter, who's the other say, who's all
I
this
don't
other
know
stuff.
who the other corner is.
So let's just start
Rod
looking,
Woodson ain't on the
man.
team.
No, I don't think it was Rod. No, it should have been Rod back then.
No, that's what I mean. I don't know who it is.
All right, let's see.
I think Woodruff is later too.
So, year they wanted. Here we go. 72. No, not 72.
Might even throw Martavis in for this game.
Let's see. Let me get to the one they wanted. All right, 74. All right, so in 74, Mel Blount, J.T. Thomas, still is Hall of Honor. IT ain't in the Hall of Honor just yet.
I'll make it.
Oh, fair enough, but J.T. Thomas is already in there. 4-time Super Bowl champ also. All right.
I mean, he was surrounded by some greatness.
Oh, my God.
Ike T was our guy. He was like CB1.
Like I said, Ham, Lambert,
getting
Dwight
carried.
White, Ernie Holmes, Joe Green, and L.C. Greenwood. So once again, I ask you, they're blocking them, right? All right, cool. On offense, you obviously got Terry. We know you can run the ball. Franco, Rocky. We know we got the stalwarts. Kolb is the left tackle. Definitely like that. Another Steelers Hall of Honor guy, might I add.
I don't know who's blocking PJ.
Jerry Moon Mullins, another Steelers Hall of Honor guy. Ray Mansfield, another Steelers Hall of Honor guy. Sam Davis, another Steelers Hall of Honor guy. Larry Brown, this is as a tight end. Because remember, he scored in the Super Bowl as a tight end, and then he came back and played tackle and was also
He ain't
Pro
blocking
Bowler
TJ.
as well. I'm just throwing it out there. Bro. I'm just throwing it out there. Just check it out, man. As we wait on TG to text us back real quick, man. All right, yeah. JT Thomas again. That's right, with JT and Mel Blount. Oh, Andy Russ was another linebacker. He wasn't even out there. He was out there, but you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even the Lambert and the Ham. It's like, yo, I forgot about Andy. Yeah. And it's another one. Shout out to Mike Wagner also, bro. You've heard of Mike. You know Mike Wagner. He's cool. No Donnie Shield, but he's cool, right?
This was the greatest team in the
Yeah.
70s. I'm giving them the respect.
You
but
are
with,
not
with
giving them the
Ben's team,
respect.
like I gotta combine players from different.
This is what we do. He
Eras
got
of Ben's
30.
play,
They
you know
got
what I mean?
30 years, so we got 30 different. They got a lot of different generations of teammates, bro.
Who?
I said 7 because he played for 30 years. 7 played forever here, so he
18.
has like
Should have been 20.
Yeah, pick whichever ones you want to pick from, bro. I'm just saying, like, when we talk the Steelers foundation, though, this is where it came from. And these are the people that we look at the NFL Hall of Fame. It's like, yo, we have a lot of this in that story. And now we're just like, yeah, the guys that didn't even reach Super Bowl championships the way that these dudes were, just in general, right?
Different era, though. Different era with free agency and all that.
And
Because
all,
Ben
that's
only
all well.
got to play with, I think, at any given time, 2 Hall of Famers.
All right. And
That just speaks to how great Big
hey,
Ben
man, we can say how everyone to say it. All
but I
know
get to
is
combine. I
if-
get to combine all those.
I'm just on
different
3
players Ben was
seasons.
playing with.
These are just
Whereas,
3.
like,
This is one season.
No, I was gonna say Bradshaw.
taking one
It's the
season.
same team throughout all those years.
Yeah, so,
Pretty much the same team.
So we're gonna take the team versus the All Star, put them all together. Hope they're gonna just balance everybody. Everybody plays together well, right? I already see
They'll
these
play
dudes.
together well.
All right,
Dude,
bro.
I haven't seen
I'm-
anyone be able to stop Big Ben and AB.
All right, bro. I'm with you, man. I just wish that we would have 4 Super Bowl
Man,
championships.
I wish I could have
Like,
Pickens.
That's all.
We missed out on
Yeah,
that.
like Bradshaw, we seen them do it and do it and do it and do it again. Whereas we came close with Ben. AB 7 did it though. Shout out, and that's why we're like, yo, I get the 7 argument, yes, but when we start falling off of this part and talking these others, that's the part where I'm just like, I don't know about that just yet, bro. Like that's kind of crazy, man.
We're talking about a 1 game type of thing. Yeah, I mean, I'll take AB. We agreed AB is the best Steeler receiver in history.
Yeah.
We've talked about L. Bell in a 1-game sample versus his Steelers legacy and L. Bell in a 1-game sample. I mean, he's up there with anyone. I like the O-line. I mean, we got Pouncey, DeCastro, Villanueva, a couple-time Pro Bowler at his peak.
Yeah. All that sounds good. All that sounds really good, man. How many of them dudes? Pouncey be a Hall of Honor dude, right? They should all eventually get in the Hall of Honor. At least we hope. Because I'm saying, at least this O-line that I just named, all of them Hall of Honor dudes.
Yeah. They should be.
Yeah.
Who am I missing? Who's my other guard? Who am I missing?
Ramon.
No, I got to go Faneca. Yeah, Faneca, Hall of Famer.
Okay, there you go. There you
Pouncey,
go.
Hall of Famer. DeCastro, borderline Hall of Famer.
Hey, look, there you go. Take the whole spin. Use up all 18 seasons, man. Find the best group.
I mean, that's the exercise.
Man.
Absolutely. And then, receivers, I got AB.
Fight your fight, bro.
Probably AB,
fight your
Hines,
fight, man.
and Holmes.
Fight your fight, bro.
Plexico wouldn't be a bad call either.
Hey, fight your fight, man. Fight your fight, bro.
The Big Ben Plexico connection was lethal. Heath, I got the best Steelers tight end in history.
There it is.
Yeah, our defense, I do think the 70 Steeler defense probably as a whole is better than the one I could put together. But, I mean,
you got some dudes. The defense. Defense is legendary.
Nothing to sneeze at. Yeah. I don't think our linebackers are as good. Definitely not as good. I mean, I could throw Prime Shazier in there, though, huh?
You gotta, bro. Like I said, you gotta use
Shazier
all
with
18
TJ
of the
Watt,
years, man.
James Harrison.
Use all 18 of the
Joey
years,
Porter
bro.
Jr. Or not Joey Porter Jr., but
use
Joey Porter as my third edge rusher.
Use all of them years, man. Use them all. Find it.
Casey Hampton.
Find
Cam
it.
Hayward,
Find it, man.
Aaron Smith, Keys.
Find
the
it, man.
D-lines.
There you go.
I like the defense. I think
There you go.
going to be a scrappy defense.
There you go. I
Ike T, Joe
there it
Hayden.
is. Okay.
Troy Polamalu. I guess Ryan Clark. It's either Ryan Clark or Chris Hope. Right, Ryan Clark. Yeah.
Hope look nice.
No, I do Minka actually. No, Minka and Troy P.
Yeah.
It's a good defense.
There you go.
Really
there you go. I'm with you, bro.
I got 7 leading the way.
Yeah. All right.
That's a fun question.
Shout out though. Shout out to that question. It TG finally hit us back too. So, we're gonna ask him about this too, man. See his thought process. I like where we at though. It's a fun little vibe right here, man. Y'all hit that like button if y'all digging.
I got a feeling he'll be on my side.
He low-key might though, yeah.
The Big Ben AB connection.
Heck yeah, man. Like you said, you can't go wrong with that connection though. That's the part that we always got to make sure we talk about. All right. You hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the content and are new to the channel. Probably should press this button also. And I think we should be good. There it is. One time for the culture. One time for the culture. Hello. There he is.
What's happening?
There it is.
What's up?
Man, mama, there goes that man. All right, so let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. We got that one and only, that Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker, that West Virginia Mountaineer alum, almost heaven. I'm talking about my locker mate, one half of the locker mate, and the guy that's been calling out Deke on NCAA College Football all weekend. I'm talking about Terence Garvin, TG. Ladies and gents.
I've been golfing.
Ladies and gents.
Yeah.
My man has been at Deke's neck in the group chat all weekend, ladies and gents. I saw the Troy Hector. We had that going on in the group chat. It was is he out here? Where is he yet? I'm just like, bruh.
I sent you my gamer tag.
It was wow. It was a wild weekend, bro.
Bro, they say running from it will not save you.
Ooh.
I'm not running from it. I was busy this weekend. I had a lot of golf.
That's some communism, man. Put that in the book. Running from it will not save you.
Hey, it's not gonna say you. Sometimes you just gotta, if you want to get over it, you just gotta go into it, baby. All right,
you gotta
just go set into it, bro. Because man,
we're definitely gonna do it.
What a time. TG had the chat bump. Yo, where is he at? Is he? I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on with Deke, bro.
But
I'm like,
I'll be honest,
he got a tummy ache, bro. I think he had a tummy ache, man.
Man, he gets real quiet. I ain't gonna get his freak. It's real quiet.
It's like,
I was golfing all weekend, man.
I just be real.
He got a girlfriend or something, bro. I'm convinced because he got ghosts, bro. He got ghosts.
He on the exclusive golf courses, man. He on the course, can't pull your phone out.
Hey, seriously, bro. Yeah.
But I'll be real. You should have jumped me early. I'm starting to like. everybody that's requesting me, because I'm getting requests, I might not be what you want no more. I'm starting to get a little bit like, I might not be what you want.
That's the thing. I figured that with the way you were hitting us up in the group message, you were probably on a heater. You were probably playing 10 hours in a row. I haven't played since the first day of the game dropped, so like I got to get up to speed myself.
Hey, I might not be what you want.
So TG, I love what you said to say with Deke, bro, because Thursday, right, we do our show, and I dropped the gamer tag. I'm like, yo, man, at me, man, it's whatever. So granted, I hadn't even had a chance to like play it just yet. Bro, I turned the game on for the first time Saturday. Shout out to the homie Trevor Rom, fan of the show. He watches us. He's a big fan of you too. Man, as soon as I turned it on, he's sending message after message. Bro, let's play. And I takes the L because I don't know how to kick freaking field goals, bro.
Tell him to send it to me.
I was so dead going hot, bro. I'm like, look, man. So I'm trying to get
the matchup over the teams.
JMU versus Hawaii. Yes, it was even. And trust me, I would have whooped him. I just didn't know how to kick field goal. Every time I score, bro, I missed the field goal, so I had to start going for 2. I'm like, bro, this sucks. Yeah, but it was a dope little game.
Send them my way, bro.
Hey, TG, drop your ass so that way.
TD Garvin, man, I ain't hard to find, man. It ain't that much. Ain't no numbers. Ain't no things. TD Garvin. Send them my way. I'll jump them for you, bro. I got you.
That's my dog.
If you got a problem over there with anybody, send them my way. I got you.
That's my dog. Because look, I need to get some reps here. I was last night. I got back on. I turned my online off, and I just only did the mini games. I didn't know how to pitch. I'm learning how to like run the triple option while I'm playing the game versus the cat. I'm like, bruh, I'm learning emotion. I get 4 delay of games because I'm like, yo, I'm trying to catch up and everything while the game's going on. So I'm like, bruh, we run it back. I'm going to wash him. I already know that. But yeah. So he definitely caught me, bro.
You got to play football, bro. You got to use the football.
Yeah.
You know what the time is. You got to be a football player.
Facts.
Situational football.
That's what it was. I was like, okay, y'all trying to play. So now I mini gamed it up. I know all the controls now. And anybody that wants smoke, baby, we can get activated. But trust me, TG, I'm sending them to you first, TG. I want you cutting all their heads off, bro. Cut all their heads off, man. Cut all their heads off.
Back in honor of camp season, it's like backs on backers, bro. Let me jump them first, bro.
You get him first. Come on, man.
I come take him first.
And I don't want to hit. I got my rep. Nah, bruh. You win this one. You a cage lock now, baby. You here now.
You gotta see this. It's knee deep. You gotta see this.
No, that's real life. That's real life,
if
man.
You know. I got my rep. Shout out D'Angelo.
I got my rep.
If you know. I got my rep. I'm done. I'm cool.
Backs on backers, bro. Everybody knows how backs on backers goes. It's very physical. And for the running backs, good luck. My man D'Angelo Williams, man. First time and only time I'd ever seen this happen, and it actually worked. He get his first rep backs on backers. I think it was Law Dog he had to go against. Law Dog does what Law Dog does. He gonna drop that brow on him, and it sounds like a gunshot to the face. And yeah, it is not nice. D-Lo took that rep. Coach T said, go again. That boy D'Angelo walked to the side and said, I'm good. I got my rep.
I got my rep.
It's like, what?
I ain't out here to do that.
My man took that helmet off and sat right there on that sideline. We was like, oh, he's for real. And coach just let it ride. He was like, yo, I don't know what y'all are on over here, bro. We don't do this. Yeah. D-Lo was not playing that game, though, bro. He's like, yo, y'all are crazy.
Man, I got my rep, man. I'm straight.
Got my rep, bro. I got my rep. So, yeah, man. But I'm glad that you actually, here right when you are, man, because it's right on time. Before you called, man, one of the people in the chat had asked us if it was a Steeler All-Star game, right? And you had to pick Big Ben and players from his, that he played with versus Terry Bradshaw and players that he played with, and you're playing against each other. How y'all feel about it? We know how the convo went. Deke said, man, give me 7. Any of his dudes, I like it. I said, all right, you going to take 7. I'm going to go with the Hall of Famers from the 70s with Bradshaw. We'll rock out like that. So obviously the sticking point has come down to how he feels his non-Hall of Famers will do against my Hall of Famers. But he did say that if we switch quarterbacks, his answer would change. So, how you feel, man? 70s All-Stars with Bradshaw versus the Big Ben All-Stars, man. How you like it? What's your players? What side you rocking with, man? Talk to us, man.
I hate that question. That's like, it's just different eras. You know what I mean? That's the LeBron, Michael Jordan question.
You know it is.
Like, it's different eras, different football. Obviously, I'm always going to go with the Big Ben and the boys, but I live that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I seen 8-4 be the best in the league for 5 years consecutively.
Facts.
I seen a 2-6. I seen a 3-6 in that era.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we got
Like,
Pettis chilling.
About to say, yeah, Bussy was in there. We talked
Yeah.
about Plaxico, Santonio
Come
Holmes,
on.
Hines
like,
Ward. Yeah.
It's legends in that era.
Yeah, we talked
You know
about them
what I
boys.
mean?
Heck yeah.
And is that just offense? You saying just offense?
No. We were saying offense and defense.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like,
you
like
know-
you're taking
you know-
your team. Yeah, and then
You
I'm
know,
gonna
Jesus
drop
is
them.
in-
I know.
You know,
talk
Jesus
to me.
dropped.
Yeah, talk to me.
Jesus dropped the hair.
Yeah, talk
Troy,
to me, man.
Troy's part of this era.
Heck
I
yeah.
seen
I
but
think we're
you gotta
throwing
think
Minka
they
in
got
there with Troy.
Yeah, he said put Mink in there as well, man.
Minka and Troy, and then we got
Respect,
Ike
yeah.
T.
Yeah.
We got Joe Hayden.
Mm-hmm. He got some names, dude.
See, I think
he
nah,
got
I
some
be
Harrison
real,
and
I
names,
would
TJ
bro.
give them
Watt.
the corners.
He got some
I
names.
get the old school the corners. They probably got some corners.
So
You know what I mean?
So I'll just name a couple of the old school dudes, right? So obviously you got Bradshaw, 4-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer. Franco Harris, 4-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer. You
Frank.
got Stallworth, you got Swan, Hall of Famers, Super Bowl champs multiple times. We go into the
Rod Wood.
trenches, right? I'm just going down. Now we talk O-line, right? You got Mike Webster, Hall of Famer, best center in
Legend.
Steelers history, right?
52.
That's on
Nobody
this.
else wears.
Right. John Cope, Steelers Hall of Honor. Sam Davis, Steelers Hall of Honor. Jerry Moon Mullins, Steelers Hall of Honor, right? We talk about Larry Brown, who caught a pass as a tight end, Pro Bowler, and then came back and moved to tackle and was also a Pro Bowler and is in the Steelers Hall of Honor for that as well. Then we get to the defense. L.C. Greenwood should be a Hall of Famer. Mean Joe Green. When I think of a
Mean
Pittsburgh
Joe Green.
Steeler, it's Mean Joe Green. We
Mean
talked
Joe
about
Green.
Ernie Holmes. We talked about Dwight White. Then at the linebackers, you got Jack Ham. You got Jack
Yes,
Lambert,
sir.
the
Yes,
boogeyman.
sir.
You got Andy Russell. Then at corner, you got Mel Blunt. You also let me go back because I was on the wrong had the wrong
Couple
name.
linebackers still more.
No,
some more
look,
linebackers
bro. I ain't even tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? But you got Mel
I'm a
Blunt
linebacker guy.
Mel Blunt at one corner. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Changed the game. Pre and post rules still was dominant. Hall of Famer, multiple time Super Bowl champ. Depoy also. Then you turn around and you also have JT Thomas, who's also a Steelers Hall of Honor, 4-time Super Bowl champ. And then at the back end, you still got Donnie Shell, the torpedo. Shout out to the human torpedo.
Donnie Shell.
Come on, bro. You know Donnie. And you got Mike
Yeah.
Wagner as well, another Steelers Hall of Honor dude. That's all I'm saying, bro. And that was just off of just these two, this 4-year window
Where's
of
Rod
Super Bowl
Woodson?
champs.
Who's he with?
I ain't
Who's Rod Woodson
even
with?
looked that far to see if Bradshaw caught a year with him. I just
Yeah.
literally I'm going on for 4 seasons. I said for Deke, man, take all them 18 years with 7, pick all them dudes, man. Pick them all. Let's figure it out, man.
But I
'Cause-
think that goes into like what rules are you playing?
Right.
Because you got to think like
I said
game-
you
yeah,
need today's rules for your guys to survive.
today's
If
rules.
it's not
are a
today's
different
rules,
game.
your guys don't have a chance, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
You got
and I
think
think
Jack
that's the
Lambert's out there
difference.
clotheslining
Yeah,
people, like,
exactly. So if
Yeah.
it's not today's rules,
I
your
don't
guys
know.
do
We-
not have a
we
chance,
got some
bro.
dogs though. James Harrison.
It sounds good.
James
I'm with you, bro.
Harrison,
Shout out to
Harrison.
Debo. Shout out to
Yeah.
Debo, bro. I'm with
Shout out to
you.
Troy
Debo.
P.
I'm with
Shout out
you.
to Peasy.
I'm with you,
Ryan
bro.
Clark
You
is
know
our
what I
third
mean?
Bro,
safety.
I'm with you. I ain't even trying to go all through down the list like the man. What about
Yeah.
this go? That go?
You
I ain't
know-
even done
you know
that.
Big Ben's holding
Yeah.
his own in any area. too.
Hey, look, man. That's all
Pouncey,
well
the
and
Goons on the
good.
O-line.
That's all well and good. Have you seen Mean Joe Green's highlights? Do you know why they call him Mean Joe Green?
Mean
I
is
don't
the
like
first word they
you
use
could
for
say all
him.
this goon, this, that, all these. You know why they call him Mean? And this is not
Mean.
Steelers, the National Football League. He is known as Mean Joe
Man,
Green.
they called them boys
Okay.
the steel curtain.
Okay,
Like,
that's all I'm
curtain.
trying. Like,
That
bro,
whole line
what?
was like gonna beat you up.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It wasn't hey man, we called them that. No. The NFL, everybody that watched them calls them that because that's the type of time that they was on. I just think that, because we didn't get a chance to live and see it every day, we don't appreciate it the same way.
Ben would
I
actually
just
have
think
some
it's
guys that could block for him. I mean, it'd be a really good O-line
again,
for him.
it's what
I'm with
'cause,
you,
I mean,
bro.
you can say that, but you can say a Pouncey.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's what I
the
mean.
Castro.
Yeah.
you know?
Faneca. We got Faneca.
You got
as left
Faneca.
guard.
That's what I said, man. You got some dudes, man.
So it just depends which one. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll be real, that O line, that Super Bowl O line was kind of wicked too, though. I ain't gonna like that O line was vicious.
Who?
Was my man? He was a Q. I used to always hear about him. I used to
Which
always
one?
hear like
05 was good. The 08 one was
Yeah, not
terrible.
08. We talking about 05.
not 05.
Got
Like
it,
I always
05.
hear the
Yeah.
stories of that. Like, but either way, I'm simply to say it just depends which area you want to go in. When you say area, which area of football we're playing though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are we playing the rules where it's like no hands to the face? Or are we playing the rules where it's like they're throwing people's helmets off? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real, bro. Because they're very extreme. Whichever way we're looking at, it's either we can't touch them at all, or we're allowed to really play old school football, and we're gonna see who is more tougher, who has more skill, and who can survive.
Maybe you do a blend of both, like 2000s rules, kind of.
Ooh, make it like 02?
Yeah.
Then I like the new school.
Yeah, I feel like the closer it is to today, the more it benefits these guys. Because you won't be able to be as physical as gory. But I think of that James Harrison Cleveland Browns where he killed 3 people and was on the cover. And if it's anything close to that type of game, I like our old school. I think that they gonna knock. I think your players ain't gonna make it up out of there, bro. That's at the end of the day. I think that's how it's gonna be, bro. You're not gonna make it out of there, bro. Yeah,
we're coming out.
You're not gonna make it out of this stadium, man. You might start out fast, but you are not making it out of here for 4 quarters, bro.
I feel that. So I mean, that just show you how many legends.
I mean, it's insane that we can have this like combo like that. That's legit, bro. That's legit. Like, it's two different, like legit. Split this up.
Like I can't imagine an AV versus Mel Blunt. Like I don't know
Filthy,
what
bro.
wins that. Yeah,
Filthy.
I don't know who wins that. What area
bro.
we playing?
Hey, look, you got L. Bell versus Jag Ham and Jag Lambert. I'm like, oof.
But then it's like, what style of play we playing? I like L. Bell in space.
I like Ham in space though. I think Ham nice in space.
But I like to see, and I know, I like to see a Jack Lambert versus the bus in that A-gap. Like, all right, you know what I mean? What happens here?
And I want to see any of these dudes handling Joe Green. That's what I want to see. I want to see that matchup. Who is the lucky person
Joe
for
Green?
Joe Green?
What happens here?
Because Lord.
Like,
Lord.
Hey, TG, we got Shazier.
Yeah, y'all got Shay, bro.
Okay.
Because who was saying, what linebackers you putting out there? You going Shay...
In the new school?
Yeah, who you putting out?
Farrier,
Footy, Timmons. Who you going with? Law Dog?
I'm a Law Dog guy. Bro.
I love Law Dog, bro.
I'm a Law Dog. I think Law Dog is
I think him and Shazier would be a good combo. You get them both at their peak.
Yeah, I'm Law Dog Shazier. I like that combo.
I mean, if
I like
Queen
Law
pans out, maybe he'll be the answer. But
I just wish we could have seen more of Shay and not to be like that.
I'm with you.
Like
I'm with you, bro.
I seen what it's almost like. I think respectfully, I think you do that off of potential.
Yep,
like,
I know what you're saying.
What it was, but I think a lot of the potential of because I mean he was going for Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Yeah,
I think that was when it was starting to like, okay, I'm coming into myself.
Yeah,
But
we saw it at the beginning, like at the beginning of it, right before it got to fully reach it.
Fred Warner-ish, before it started to get loudly loud.
Yep,
like
very
I think
true.
It was right when it was starting to get loudly loud.
Very true.
So it's like I love Shazier. It's like. I love Law Dog. I don't think you can say Shazier before Law Dog, respectfully. Like, I love Law Dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, off of Law Dog, like...
Because Law Dog did it longer, too. And he was able to get the rings. That was the other part. One, I mean, the first one, he was kind of just there. But the next one, it was like, nah, you was a part of that thing, man. You was real.
Come on. Like, you know what I mean?
That C-ball, hit ball, Mr. Red Dot himself. Yeah.
C-ball. Get ball. You know what I mean? Larry Foote's probably one of the smartest linebackers to come through the building.
No, facts.
In the history of the building. I put that up against anybody. You know what I mean? But then you got like a pot dog before that. So it's like, I probably go Shazier and LT, but pot dog will be right there. You know what I mean? Where it's like
he could be the third guy.
Okay.
Shazier might be the third guy.
What a homie Vince said. Where he rank? He fourth? He fifth? Where he at, man?
Man, Vince up in there,
because you know what he gonna do.
You know what he gonna do. I gotta put my dog in there.
Come on, man. We can't be playing against the 70s and not have nobody that's gonna be willing to, do that. Yeah, you know he do that. Yeah.
It's not what you're capable of, it's what you're willing to do. I need somebody who's willing to stick their face in the fan and not blink.
Facts, bro. Facts.
It was like, I mean, I like Vince, Like, I think Vince did really well in there. I think Vince is one of the names you got to respect.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought him up. Come on, bro. We ain't playing.
Yeah, I love a Vince. It's just some, that's a hard lineup. That Steeler linebackers was a thing for years. Like, that's
tough lineup to crack,
man. Linebacker.
Oh man, John Banaszak. I forgot he was like in the 70s. I ain't know he had a Bradshaw year too. Bang, you just add to the list. All right, hey, shout out to Banaszak, man. Hey, it's just I'm sorry. I just didn't realize there's so many of these dudes, man. Yo, shout out to the Steelers, bro. Shout out to the Steelers, man.
We do it
Shout
right
out to
here.
the Steelers, bro. Like, this is real. I'm trying to see if Bradshaw has any crossover with Rod. That's the only reason I'm gonna look at real quick. I don't think he does.
No.
I promise you, I don't think he does.
Rod is one of the best.
Because Rod is one of the ones, man. Yeah,
he's one. Like, I seen that whole Rod versus Dion comparison. It was like, I think Dion's the hype, but I think Rod was like, that's Rod. Like, you know what I mean? He did a lot of stuff. Just was a little bit more quiet about it. Like,
we need to talk
about this more. And I love Prime. You know, I'm a Prime guy.
Let's get
Prime
into
guy.
Hey, look, it is what it is, bro. I'm just, hey, look,
TG,
man. I just left it a lot. Hey, bro, I bet, bro. I'm just that. See, you want to play?
I'm liking TG's take it. I'm liking.
Oh, yeah. I need to stay out of that.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, bro. I ain't got no.
I mean, it's Prime, bro.
Hey, bro. Y'all sleep. Y'all leave me alone, bro. Y'all just leave me alone. Hey, look. Out of respect for Mr. Woodson, who I have a relationship with Rod Woodson. I know Rod. I don't have a relationship with Prime, so out of respect, I'm just not in the convo, bro. I'm not in the convo, bro.
That's that man. He's a great person.
Hey, man. Hey, I love what he does, man. I love the family. I love everything he brings to the organization. His brand, like, yeah, man. He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy, bro. Yeah.
Great person.
Yeah, man. Yep. But other than that, just leave me alone. I don't want no parts of that convo, bro. But they both absolute dogs, though. Absolute dogs, man. So salutable for that, man. But
so being that convo at all, you got to be a pit bull.
Hey, no, that's real. That's real life.
You got to be a
That's real life, because we talking about
even being that convo.
Right, we talking about two of them ones where it's like, pick your poison. Which one do you prefer? But it ain't no other option. This is that or that. All right. So yeah. I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. All right. Okay. So yeah, that was a fun little thing, man. Shout out. I don't even remember who actually brought that comment up about the two Steelers teams. I wanted to shout them out real quick, man. But yeah, because that was a dope little one before we Raymond Kane. Shout out to you. It was Raymond Kane, man. Yeah, who had dropped that comment right there, man. So we definitely appreciate you for that, man. Sparking a little Steelers All-Star Game conversation. All right. So now let's get to what we got to talk about, my dog. Top 100 NFL players list is being released slowly but surely. We had the third variation of our top 100. And just to quickly recap, we do have two Pittsburgh Steelers in the top 100 thus far.
I need to file my complaint on one of them.
So the first one, Cam Hayward, came in at number 98. Yeah. 53 spots lower than where he last was at. I believe that was last year. We came in at 40-something. I've drawn a blank on the number.
Maybe 45.
45. Good call.
My 45. Man came in at what?
And then we have Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah Fitzpatrick was also on the list. He came in at number 79, which is 61 spots lower than where he was a year ago also. The things that he mentioned for both players when he talked about Cam, the article mentioned how up until last season, he had still been showing dominance, right? Both run defense and pass rushing. But he got hurt last year, had his lowest sack total, lowest tackles total, and lowest tackles for loss total throughout his whole career. Now, granted, this was the most time he's ever missed. We know he hurt his groin week 1, spent some time on injured reserve last year. Talked about Minkah Fitzpatrick and said how statistically was a down year, even though he was a Pro Bowler. They still feel like he can do a lot better, and he himself feels like he can do a lot better. And they referenced how Minkah was talking about how he wants to get back to playing Minkah ball in terms of generating more splash plays, and that was part of why they felt like he dropped so far on the list. So that's the write-up in terms of what they said about both of those players. So let's get down to the reactions. TG, how you feeling? Cam at 98. Let's talk him first, and then we'll get to Minkah at 79.
I think 98 is cool for Cam. It's Cam. You know what I'm saying? And I think, so this is how it works, bro. Like, when it's your team per se, you're like, there's no way it's supposed to be that low. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a top player. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you're talking about 100 players in the league, which is like, that's hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? I believe like Levante David was 90. I watched the top 100. I'm into that.
No, so facts, bro. Because it matters. Levante was 99. Yeah. Zaire Franklin was 100. 99. Yeah.
And I think Levante is one of the best linebackers in the league. So to put Cam at 98 after all the injuries and whatnot, I think it's respect. Like, I think it's still saying you're a guy You didn't really play as much last year, but you still were productive. We're not just gonna not put you in here. Like, you are who you are. We're gonna put you in here, but we'll throw you right here.
Yeah.
I don't know about Minka at 79. Like, I'm sure some guys, he could be a little bit higher than that 79. Like, I wasn't a fan of that. I think Minka's a top 50 every year kid, every year player. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he's in the top 100. That's no question. But I think he's a top 50 every year. Like, no question.
So I'm going to name some players that were around Minka at 79. You have Kyron Williams, running back out of the Rams, 78. Trey Hendrickson, the DN from Cincinnati. He's at 77.
I like Minka more than that.
Respect. But just for what they're saying for Hendrickson.
Yeah.
They said he's obviously become a familiar face on the top 100 since 2011 or 2021 when he came to the Bengals, his third straight year with an appearance. They said in 17 games played just last season, he had a career high 17.5 sacks, 28 tackles, 16 for loss. They said that since he's come over to Cincinnati, he's kind of been their centerpiece on their defense also. And that's TJ. And I mean, you think about he's been 15, and now 17.5. So that's how they're looking at him. And then they got Dre Greenlaw at 76.
No, I love Dre Greenlaw.
And he had 120 tackles last year, but he was second on the Niners in tackles. Obviously, we know who the main dude over there is. But he had the 5 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hits, and 1.5 sacks in 15 games. We know he got hurt in the Super Bowl. But as a whole, we look at Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw as, the best LB tandem probably right now. You know what I mean? We'll see what it looks like coming back this season, but they've kind of been in that conversation. Justin Herbert was also on the list at 75.
I like Minka.
Jeffrey Simmons was on the list at 73. We know that's the D tackle from Tennessee that a lot of people like. Garrett Wilson.
Minka.
Garrett Wilson was at 72.
I think Minka could be in that.
Respect. Garrett Wilson was at 72. Laramie Tunsil was at 71.
Different position. I can't really.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah, I mean, I think Minka's the best safety in the league, so I don't think
Man,
there
they had that dude from the Falcons in there above Minka.
But they already have Jesse Bates at what was it, 74?
Yeah, I seen that. I ain't like that. I'm like, I like Minka on that one. Yeah. And I'm not saying that on no bias. Like, I'm far from the bias. Like, I just, So
let me just communicate this, though. They said last year for Jesse Bates, he received his first, he got his first Pro Bowl nod. Mm-hmm. And he also had 6 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, 132 tackles.
Respect. He balled.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say. Like, as a full body of work, I'm taking Minka. But if we're just saying simply off of last season, I could see why they would have Jesse a little bit higher. But this is more a Jesse, this is great for you. And this is more Minka, you had a down year. This is why you're slightly behind this dude who had a great year. I kind of looked at it that
79 is low, man. I don't think he's ever in the 70s.
Yeah,
I think Pat Mahomes cannot play, and he's going to be in the top 10.
I mean, look, your boy Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers got his name
Listen, your boy Aaron Rodgers is at 92. Trevor Lawrence is at 94. I said, boy, how did that happen?
They got Cousins at 80.
Yo, that's just
man. I seen because I've been watching it. Tyreek Woolen was like
at 91. I'm
like, come on, bro.
Terry McLaurin 97. I'm like, bro, we play it. This is wild, bro.
They got Herbert at 75.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I wanted to be the dude to go in there and talk about every person.
Oh yeah, I need to talk about what's up there?
I wanted to ice that thing. I wanted to talk about every person. So I really know these people. I really be watching, and I'm just like, I don't think Minka's ever in that. Like, he's always top 50. Like, it just doesn't matter how you cut it. Like, he's a top 50 player in that league. It just is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I understand the down year. I get that. But it's like, if that's the case, Aaron Rodgers can't be on the list. He didn't play.
That was low-key how I felt. I'm like, yo, how is Rodgers on the list if Minka could take that big of a drop? If Cam take this big of a drop, how is he on the list?
And I can get Cam because he was hurt a little bit.
And Cam came back, and that's why I'm like, I can respect the 98 because it's like, yo, you're dropping him.
I'm actually good with 98.
Right, you dropped him, but because he came back and you still say, you know what, man, you've done enough and you still showed enough. Here, we're going to still put you on this list. I look at that as tip your cap.
Above Cam.
That's the part where I'm just like, bro, Raj played 4 minutes of football, bro.
Minutes.
Come on, man. It was 4 minutes.
Take 20 minutes to get the pepper spray out, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it was 4 minutes, and we're saying that was more packed. That's a better play than camp. Like, come on, man. Like, that was
never. I've watched the top 100 for years. It's never off of that year all the way.
It's never.
Like, it's always who they are, what they are in a sense too.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, I feel you.
And that's the Rodgers pick. That's the Rodgers move.
Yeah. Minka wasn't just Minka. It wasn't that last year. But it's still like, that's Minka.
Yeah.
You know? Like, not to throw it back there.
No, that's facts on that.
Yeah, you know what not to. I think he's still in your game plan so hard, and he still affects your game plan so hard that you got to respect him.
Well,
I wish coaches could vote on that too.
Well, I was going to also say, though, let's not make it where if you're on this list, it's bad. Because we saying how many people play in the NFL? We're saying just the top 100, bro. This is literally
100.
Yeah. Like, this is we splitting hairs on you. We talking like, because some people do get the respect element. Others is like, bro, what have you done for me lately? And then you got the new guys. So it's like, yo, it's a very, very competitive list to get on, man. But man, let me just recap I gotta look again real quick. Let me see what Mika did last year, bro. Hold on, bro, because it's.
I don't think he got any picks, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's like when he's on the field though, he's still like that good, like, even though he's not making the splash
so that's what it is. So
he still has a crazy
check it
impact.
out. So last year he played 10 games, 64 tackles, 3 pass deflections, and that's it. No picks. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. Yeah. The presence is real. No, trust me. I'm with you on that. And that's why I feel like us as Steelers, we're always going to speak on Mika at a very high level because we see it every week and we know what it's been. I just think for the people that aren't watching it to that extent, they will simply look and say, you played 10 games, 64 tackles, no splash. Jesse Bates coming off of a career year playing a full season and it has 6 picks with a $132 tackles.
But the people who voting for this are the people
players.
Who voting for this are players who watch it and who know the presence. Like,
but TG, but let's be real though. But TG, let's be real. Not everybody that plays in the league is gonna know it to that extent that's voting on this list. You gonna get some dudes that literally know, man, who's leading the league in picks right now? All right, well, I'm gonna put him up there. All right, man, who nice over here? I'm gonna put him up there. All right, man, hey, TG, you think he nicer than him? No, he ain't nicer than. All right, bet. I'm gonna put him. Like, some of them dudes doing that too, man.
They don't know ball. I think that's why we're debating it. Then it's like,
what's the debate? Yeah,
what are these guys doing?
Bro, you named the name in there,
but
you didn't even peep what you said. That boy from the Rams, he didn't led the league in rushing last year.
So once again, he dang near led the league in rushing, but you don't even respect him enough to say he's a top 50 guy. You're not even arguing about him being a 78, but you're arguing about Minka for both of you guys playing in 10 games, having 64 tackles and no splash turnover plays versus a dude that had 130-something tackles and 6 picks. Position.
I feel that.
Once again, we just simply talking the facts. It's like, bro, one, we're saying full body of work and not that's just this season, but we're also saying, hey, man, he impacts it by they won't throw over here. Well, I'm sure in Atlanta they saying that about Jesse Bates too. They said, look, man, it's our first time having Jesse. He gave us 6 picks, and when people did or when they didn't get a pick, they weren't even looking over there because they were scared of him. That's how they ain't gonna be preaching it. And we will be doing the exact same thing about Minka. That's why we feel like Minka should be higher up here because 2 years ago he did do that. When he first got here, he gave us that. We just said last year right. Minka said to himself, I got to get back playing Minka ball. Minka ball is not 60 tackles and no turnovers. Minka ball is, bro, we flirting around 100 tackles and we splashy splash.
Sure.
And that's what he's capable of. I'm with y'all. We know he nicer than this. But I could also understand why they would say, yo, let me put this dude over him for this season. Not who we taking all the time, not who we saying has the better career, who we saying has the better play. I just think just for this season, if we're just looking at that, it's like, yo, we really gonna say Minka's year last year was better than Jesse Bates?
No.
That's my whole. I'm like,
that's the thing.
You're
doing top 100 players in the NFL, right? And this is going into 2024. I'm taking Minka over Bates.
Cool.
But I get part of this list is these players are voted on it middle of the season. So if a dude's injured, you get some out of sight, out of mind type of stuff, and that's why Rodgers is so low, Justin Herbert's so low. But
because I'm sure you would take Rodgers higher, right? You would take Rodgers at top 5 every time or top 10, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm also saying that's why I think the list is wrong. I think they messed up.
I feel that.
Like, you can't have Cousins over Rodgers. You can't have Justin Herbert at 75. Like, it's just insane.
So, is it more so if their legacy is, stamped and they're, one of the guys, their actual season stats don't matter? Because that's kind of what it sounds like, the way that you're describing it.
It's just, I need a game tomorrow. I'm taking Rodgers over
But
Cousins
I think that's what the list say, though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because the list
it don't matter.
Yeah, the list make it seem like the stats don't matter there. So it's like, well, why do we care about the actual stats of the season if we're just gonna simply say, I've seen this guy do it before?
They don't even talk about them boys, bro. They don't even talk about the boys' stats when they be talking about them. So it's not that. It's presence. It's feel. It's,
right.
Like, you don't know that cover 2 shot that they don't throw because Minka's
I'm with
there.
you on that, bro. I'm with you on that.
That control route that they're like, ooh, I ain't gonna throw it because
I'm with you on that. But TG, my question to you is this: we give Minkah that added bonus, right? That added boost. But who's the person that is on these other teams that is talking about their players like that, and we're gonna look at them and say, bro, I'm not hearing that nonsense. Because that's my whole argument right here. Is like, yo, I'm not arguing against it, but I'm like, yo, everybody's gonna say the same thing. Man, they ain't throwing it over there because of his presence right there. It's like, bro, that's cool, but that's fairy tale also. I'm looking at the books. I'm looking at the actual stats. Who made the play? This is the Myles Garrett versus TJ Watt. Do you want the actual sack, or do you want the I was close to getting a sack? Because it sounds like close to getting a sack is better than getting a sack in this argument with Minkah and Jesse based off of last season.
It's a little bit different with the secondary, though, and the corners and stuff.
I'm listening.
Because there's times Darrelle Revis in his prime only got like a pick in a season, but you're still saying he's the best corner in the league.
But Minkah's last year was not that, though. And I think we would both agree that was fine. Different. Yeah,
that's fine. I just think he's a better player than Jesse. I think he's the best safety in the league.
And I agree with you on that as well.
Like 79, that just doesn't even compute.
Trust me, I agree with you. I'm just trying to see how we interpret the list. I look at it as, man, legacy matters, but also what you just did matters also. And I think that's why we'll see certain players make these crazy jumps up the list, and you also see people fall, and you're like, bro, how did it get to that? Because it's this weird, subjectiveness to it. Because like you said, with Rodgers, that is legitimate. Is Rodgers, if he's healthy, are we taking 90? What, how many something people better than him? Are we taking? No, we're not. But based off of last season, it was a whole lot of people that was out there more productive than Aaron Rodgers because he only played 4 minutes.
Like you said, he shouldn't even be on the list.
Right.
If we're just going off last season, he played 4 snaps and
you see what I'm saying?
Complete a pass.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like we're all kind of in this in between when we're looking at this list of how much does legacy matter versus what you actually did. And that's why I kind of presented the question to both of y'all in the sense of what matters more then, your legacy or what you actually did. Because the actual did guys are getting criticized more than the legacy dudes.
Well, it should also be what you think they're going to do, too. If this is top 100 for 2024, right?
Yeah.
Top 100 for 2024, then, yeah, I mean, I'm taking Rodgers over
so
almost all the quarterbacks
but essentially, but what you want to do is take away the parameters so that way you could just have freedom to speculate.
No.
Yes, because you're projecting. You're saying you're projecting what you're going to do.
You're obviously accounting for what you did recently and the legacy.
So what you got, T? What you saying?
I'm saying y'all are saying because he's almost saying going into the season,
right?
Top 100.
Right.
Like no, this is
basically what you just did. This is closing off of last year. That's how I look
really
at it.
They need
like
to change the year on this thing.
Yeah.
Then.
It's almost like 2023.
Yeah, like the finish up, like yo, everything that y'all did that season, yo, we're looking at y'all and we're putting that in order right now.
They should be releasing these lists literally once the Super Bowl ends. Then.
Sure, but that's not going to sell the same though. This sells more right now. But they look at it as this is the final day or this is the final before the new season starts.
Yeah,
like when week 1 starts, they're like, yo, once week 1 starts, like it's time. But this is that how they looking at it right there.
This is the best of last year, and it's like. In terms of that, I just my whole thing is this, and I stand on it. If you're gonna have Minkah at 79, you can't have Aaron Rodgers on the list.
Fair.
If you're gonna have Aaron Rodgers on the list, you can't have Minkah at 79.
And I think both things could be true with that, bro. I think that's fair because that's what you're saying as well. In the sense of like,
if it's all just based off last year, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's truly just.
But they say top 100 players for 2024.
That's
what they say. That's not as clear. It's like, all right, who am I taking going into 2024?
Right. Or if you played last year, but did you retire? So do you not make this list?
No, of course you still make that list. It's dudes on that list that are going to be retired.
I don't know. I don't think Brady wasn't on last year's list.
If you don't think Shaq Barrett's going to pop up on that list, you're crazy. Like he's going to be on that list.
Was Brady on the list last year? Though. No, Brady wasn't on last year's list. So it is. I
But
think
Brady
it is
was
like
on that
current
list.
players
But
are going to
Brady
be
didn't play
playing.
last year.
But it's weird because they vote on it at the end of 2023,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. It's
Brady
just a mess
didn't.
of a list.
Brady was on that list, and I remember Gronk was on the list.
Gronk was,
He didn't play
Gronk made
that.
the list, and he definitely ain't even play. He was like, bro, how this happen? Yeah.
He didn't play on that. I remember that. Like, so I mean, I'm with you. Like, you know, I think it's a popularity contest. That don't super matter. That's like the Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? It's the Pro Bowl. Like everybody that somebody's on the list. It's just where you at on the list. But it's respect to be on the list.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you can debate the list all day. But it's like if you're gonna put Aaron on there, you got to put Minka lower. If you're gonna take Aaron off and make it a pure list, then you can. You know what I mean?
But the question still goes back to, can you make a list of 100 football players regardless of last season or this season and Aaron Rodgers not be on that list?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
If you're just saying it's last season, that's the only way.
He didn't play.
But clearly that's not the parameters of this. I don't think anyone knows what the parameters of this list are at this point.
Like, bro.
He ain't play, bro. He ain't play.
It's crazy. Like, what are we talking? Like, he did not play.
My man didn't play a snap, but we taking legacy over dudes that actually did it.
How many completions did he complete? Did he complete a pass? He didn't play.
Listen. But how many times? But how many times that offseason were coordinators losing sleep trying to figure out how they was going to game plan against that man before he got hurt? Right. That's what you just
the best quarterback in the league.
So that's got to count there. So all the training camp when they was planning for how to game plan against him, that's why he makes the list, then, bro.
If that's the case, then Minka's definitely lower because you know how many plays you don't run because he's there. That's the Ed Reed effect.
That's why he's on the list, bro. Yeah.
That's the Ed Reed effect. You remember Ed Reed used to be like, "Don't throw it there. Do not throw it over there. If he catches it, it's trouble." Like. That's the Minka effect. Like, just don't even, man, we're not going to run this week. We're going to leave these alone. We're going to run corner routes. We're going to run outs. We're not going to mess with those.
Stay away from that.
Yeah.
Stay away from that,
We know he's going to be in the middle of the field. You know where he's going to be. Like, let's leave that alone.
Stay away from it.
Come on, man. And, you know, I'm a Minka guy. Like, I can say that, like, even on some, like, bigger than the Steeler, I'm a Minka guy. Like, I love Minka.
No, facts on that.
I'm a Minka guy. So it's like, it might not even be a Steeler moment I'm defending. I'm just kind of like, that's me.
Hey,
like,
look, and I just hate the fact, I feel like I get caught in between because I just be over here trying to be just unbiased. Let's just talk. And now I'm over here on the Jesse Bates side, and I don't even like Jesse Bates like that. I've never been a Jesse Bates like, oh, that's my no. But I'm over here defending like, yeah. Stop it. All right, we just we're just having conversations. All right, just don't do me like that, man. Telling you a Minka guy, that cause you make something with Jesse. I ain't a Jesse guy. I'm a Minka guy too. All right, don't do me like that. Yeah. Hey, go on. I ain't like how I felt like that was going. You got just clear it up, clear the air. All right, okay.
Vince just sent me a picture, man. Them boys out at Latrobe. You gotta rinse your TV. It's back on, man. Some people ain't run a TV.
You know what time it is, man. No rookie mistakes, man. You better get your TV right. They asked me how strict is actually I'm gonna ask the question exactly how the question was asked to me, man. All right. So let me get this right. Where we at? Here we go from Cliff the Dark Knight. He says Moats. So I'm gonna change it to TG. He said, what are the rules for Latrobe? Are you there the entire duration? Are you allowed to leave and come back? And also, what do you pack?
Leave and come back where? That's 6 in the morning. Come quick, man. That's 6 in the morning. You know what I mean? That's 6 in the morning. Come quick.
Hey, don't get that random knock either. No, is that time? Is that time? No. Hey, it's 5 a.m., bro. What you at, man? Hey, they tested. They looking for you. No.
Oh, man.
No. Now you sick. Now you sick.
Don't get that one. So it's kind of like on your days off, you can leave. Obviously, that day before the day off, you get up out of there.
Talk to
them. Then you come back like that night of the day off because you got to go back to work the next day. You know?
So you said if you don't leave the day before your day off, you're not getting that day off at the crib. What you said? That's what it sounded like you just said, right?
No, if you don't leave the day before, you're not getting the day off.
I said what day off? Hey.
It's not a day off. It's a morning off.
That's it.
You got to say the right word. It's like I don't have to wake up at 6. Yeah. Like I can sleep in, and I know they're not at my door this morning. Yeah. You know, so that's cool. It's not super strict though. He'll let you like Depends who you are. You can't do
know who
what
you are.
do.
You gotta know who you are, bro.
AB. You know what I mean? You can't do what AB do because you can't do what AB do. AB might sleep off campus. Like, he might do that.
Hey, look. When your floor is 5 catches, 70 yards, and we're saying that's a bad day for you, you can sleep wherever you want to sleep, okay? You can do whatever you want. But if your floor is not 5 catches for 70 yards as the bare absolute minimum, yeah, bro, I think you should just stay in that dorm and don't play no games, all right? Don't play no games.
Come on, man. It's kind of like, I think the hard part what dudes got to know is you got to buy your own stuff.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Facts. I got with that in 14. Definitely. That got me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to buy your own stuff. Like, you know, you got to get what you need. You kind of bring your snacks. But it's like, you don't really have time to even, man, you're working.
I was about to say, are you a part of the group that, talk about the TVs, man? People bring the TVs, they bring the game systems, man. They got the big recliners, the, big extra plush beds and stuff. You know how y'all boys be doing, man. You big money guys, man. We'll talk about your setup, man.
Well, you know what I mean? Get you a fan. Fan, bed, cover, playbook. Them is the things you need. If you got them, you all right, man. An extra blanket is a benefit. You know what I mean?
I take that extra blanket over that TV. Talk to him, bro.
I seen TJ walking with a pillow. You know what time it is.
Bro.
Bring a pillow.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Whatever your favorite pillow is, you want to have that with you, baby.
Come on, man. It's kind of like, it's work days, man. You're not really in there to be playing NCAA. Like, it's not, you can play that later. Yep. Like, you trying to make this team. What you can make off of making the team, even the bottom guy, leave the game alone for a few days.
Hey, please, TG, can you say that again? Because I know you've played in this league for multiple years. You've had multiple training camps in multiple places. And I know you've seen some of the same stuff that I've seen. And you walk by and you're like, bro, are y'all really in here locked in on this game at 11 o'clock at night versus getting your rest, studying this playbook, hydrating, stretching, anything that you could be doing. This is what you want to do. And you're the same dude when we out there practice. TG, that's the same dude that's out there practice, don't know the call. You like, bro, I know you ain't just do that. I know you ain't, Deke, I know you ain't just not drop to the strong cook. You went weak. I know you ain't just do that, Deke. You was on Madden all night, Deke.
But it adds up, right?
You was on Madden. It unfortunately, it does. But bro, you walk by, you like, bro, y'all for real. It's just crazy. But TG hit it right over there. He's like, bro, if you just set this game down for just 2 or 3 weeks, bro, you can play this game for the rest of your life. You want to. You can play it every single day you want to, bro. You can play it every single day you want to. But just give us
They'll pay you to be in it. They gonna pay you.
They gonna pay you to be in the game, bro.
Oh.
That's it, bro. That's it.
I'm all for because I don't condone gambling, but they quick little dice game they be having, or
little 3 thing, little 2 thing, man. You know what we talk about, man. Ain't nothing crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Quick little, one of those. You know what I mean? Maybe a little. We might talk about something, might get on the gram a little bit, but it's time to go to bed.
Facts.
Facts. As soon as practice over, especially if you're grind, bro, your head hurts, man. Your brain is tired.
If you're a special team dude that's not a bona fide, you only play offense, only play defense, training camp sucks at times, bro.
Your brain is tired.
All
man.
right. And the reason why I say if you're not a starter offensive defense is because when they get the rest, you on special teams period. So you working the whole time, bro.
And then on top of that, Cam Hayward's gonna get a vet day. Minka's gonna get a vet day. You're not only going every day, but you're tackling to make that tackle every day. You can't miss that tackle because you sore a little bit. No, I gotta make this. Yeah. So it's every day is the war. It's the pre-war, and then you got them preseason games. By the time you see somebody else, you're so happy to punch somebody else. You're just let's do it.
That's facts. That is facts.
And I've been a couple places, like you said, no matter what you say, Coach Tomlin has one of the most brutal training camps out here.
Bruh, I put it up against anybody's, man.
Yeah. I was in Seattle, man. We went home, bro. We was at the crib. I was in D.C. They had us in a hotel, but we was at the crib. It's that. That Latrobe, man, you might have a little cot.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm low key a little jealous though, bro. I actually never got a chance to have training camp at the Casa. Buffalo, we was at that little college, St. John Fisher, with the little cots.
Man,
Come to Pittsburgh, Lake Trove, St. Vincent, the cots. My nicest one was AZ, but we was at the hotel. It was like an hour away from the spot. Yeah.
Pete Carroll was on that like, man, we gonna treat this like a normal day in the life, man. We just gonna keep on keeping on.
Shout out. I like that. I can get with that. All right. Well, last thing we got to get from you then, man, because we talking this camp talk and we getting fired up and it's exciting. I wanted to actually go back, man, and have a little bit of a fun time right here, man. But when we talk training camp entrances, man, we always think of the Steelers and how certain guys, man, we don't just do it regularly, you know? We've seen helicopters. We've seen custom cars with paint jobs. We've seen all type of stuff. We've seen, themed entrances and stuff like that. So, congregation chat, y'all included chat. Let's all just, if you got a favorite one or two, player entrances, Steeler training camp entrances, man, let's talk about them for a little bit as well, man. So, yeah, man, anything y'all got? If you want, I could go first because I got a couple of them that kind of stood out to me, man.
I remember Debo came in on the fire truck.
Facts.
I remember that.
Facts.
I remember the Stone Cold. He came with the belt.
He had the vest on. I think AB with the custom paint job on the Rolls Royce Rave.
Yeah,
I say, Lord have mercy. I was like, yo, you're just a whole nother level of like, that was just insane when I saw that, bro. Insane. I think of that one, and then obviously helicopter AB. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the theatrics. Hey, look, blow the bag on it, man. All right, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I loved it. I was like, yo, I've never knew Rolls Royces could have custom paint jobs, and I never knew that you could have a custom paint job while you're the one driving.
I like this old school Rolls Royce. He
came up too. Oh, the drop with the mob boss type one. Yeah, I forgot that one. Because he did like 2 or 3 different Rolls Royces. It's like, bro, this is the toned down one, this is the full body one, and this is the old school. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was hard.
I mean, AB used to do some dope stuff. Like AB was.
He did the hot air balloon for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks.
Now he said that was Hard Knocks that put that on him. So I don't know if we really believe that was the case or, he ain't like how it all played out. So he just put it on Hard Knocks. But we know the helicopter is him though here. And he pulled up in AB fashion too. It was like, yo, let everybody check in. All the media is ready on the football field. All right, now I'm here. Animal walk through. But shout out to the fan. It was Gucci down. I'll never forget the details on the pic, bro. I was like, yo, this is fire right here, man. Shout out, bro. Shout out.
Nice. I mean, I wouldn't say like it sounds crazy, but like Pittsburgh's not super the place where you get all that like the fancy interests and all that. Like that was kind of just 8-4 would give you something. Like everybody else kind of, man, I'm walking in here with a pillow in my hand.
Look, when the homie Vince pulled up, I was at AZ, but when I seen Vince pull up with the Stone Cold shit, I'm like, oh, all right.
But that was in like year 9 of it.
Yeah. That was like OG Vince, contract Vince, like
That wasn't year 2, year 3.
No,
Vince. That was like I'm really. Like, if you kick me out of here today, I'm okay.
I'm not tripping. Right. Because most people, you like, bro, you're not pulling up the camp. Like, example, right? I thought me pulling up the camp as a big dog, we're going to pull up in the convertible Mustang. You see what I'm saying? And we still park it, like, a little bit further back, and we're just going to walk down the front. Like, that was, like, a big deal to me. We ain't doing all this crazy. No. I'm with you, TG. You got to know who you are, man. I don't want to do nothing. Not at training camp. A lot of people don't make it out of training camp, man. I think that's the other part. When you start seeing them heads rolling at training camp, it puts a fear in you. And you want to play them games, man. Definitely want to play them games.
Just saw Aaron Rodgers rolling up to Jets training camp with an Egyptian shirt on.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice. Whatever he wants to do, I'm here for. Nice. Welcome back.
Because which one was Con Air? Was he Con Air 2 years ago, or was that last year in New York where he did the mustache, the white beater, and the long hair? You remember that? Which was that?
I think that was
Green Bay.
Still.
That was still Green Bay.
I think it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but obviously he's rocking
the
Egyptian shirt because he missed like the OTAs because he went to Egypt.
Everyone making no noise last year, man. He came in there like John Wick.
He's not backing down by wearing that shirt.
Talk about Deke just did this. This is why we love what Deke bring to the table. Deke, shout out to the detail. Aaron Rodgers got called out for being away, right? You missing mandatory mini camp, man, doing something that you think is more important. And apparently he was gone. He was in Egypt. My man pulled up today with the Egyptian themed T-shirt. Like it was like a cat. Was that a cat that looked like it was up there? Yeah, an Egyptian cat.
Probably like from a hieroglyph or something.
Bruh, the subtle FU. I love it. Why is your man like that, bro? Why is your man so subtle, but he's just so heavy-handed too, bro?
Man, I'll be honest with you, and this might be a dangerous quote, but Aaron Rodgers is like honestly the same rebel as like a Kaepernick. Like he just
he do it differently. But I'm like, bro, he don't go. He's like, yo, if this is what y'all say we supposed to, I do it this way, and I don't care what you guys are saying. Like, bruh,
like it doesn't matter what you think about this. This is how we're gonna do it. I know I'm not.
I totally missed that, dude.
I didn't play a snap last year.
Bro, I missed that. He said, yo, because Salah for certain said that. He was like, yo, he's somewhere where he thinks it's more of a priority to be here with us. Wow. Shout out to Rodgers, man. Yeah, I ain't never had that confidence in the league, bro. I wish.
But he's Aaron Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, TG, would you abuse it? I think I would abuse that, bro.
Let him throw the ball a couple times and you remember.
Oh, man. You be like, bro, don't tell me nothing, bro. I'm him. Oh.
You just got to see him throw it a couple times.
Hey, look, that's it. I missed it for you. Just remind me real quick. Just remind me.
You just forgot what it looked like.
Because Deke, I'm over here looking like, bro, you playing with these folk right in their face. Like, you playing with them in their face, bro.
When I listened to an interview he did talking about it, he's like, I don't regret what I did at all. He said, if anything, it's the NFL that got soft with like their off-season programs, and they just arbitrarily called the two things that I missed mandatory. Like it's just OTAs. It's like the same thing. It's just they just randomly called it mandatory for those 2 times. But I was at the 10 prior to that were considered voluntary. But they randomly called these ones mandatory, and he's like, yeah, it is what it is. It used to be way much harder back in the day. He's like, the off season used to actually like mean a lot more.
I mean, he's been in the league forever, so he can say that.
Hey, it is Rodgers, right? It's levels to it, man.
He can say that.
Man, I love it, bro. I love it.
This dude's doing hold-ins. He's at camp. He's here. He's coming to camp.
This is real.
Everything's good. I missed a couple OTAs, man. I'm here now.
Actually, speaking of hold-ins and stuff, we got an update on Aiyuk.
Oh, we did. All right, what we got? What's talking about?
Not practicing.
Man.
All right, good. He showed up
to camp, but not practicing.
So, TG, we said Aiyuk don't want to lose that $30K per day type money,
Genius.
but he's not practicing. So, we still got action. We still got action.
Man, they're not letting that go. Unless you send some nice something. Because he even said it in that press conference. You got to listen to what the GM said. Because at first it was, we're not taking nothing. But then now it's like, well, I'm listening to all
open.
Yep.
So it's like, you got to listen to what he's saying. Like, it's like, if you send something nice, you can have it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to just give this away.
No, facts on that.
It is sitting here and walk around the walk around the field for the next 2 years before I just give it away.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's talking
Now,
about.
we had a person ask us, the comment had came up, man, through some local media people, but they were presenting, would you trade Alex Highsmith or include Alex Highsmith in a deal if that meant that we would get Brandon Aiyuk in return? So how you feel about that?
The dead money, we talked about that money too high. Like that dead money would be too high. They just paid that, right?
So when that 2 years ago?
Well,
no, because he's 2 years ago. I think his money might be clean now in terms of where he's at.
I think the dead money would have affected too much. You can't trade Hightower.
Nah, because that's what we're saying. We're like, yo, if we can make it work, and we know we technically financially we still can do what we need to do, but that was kind of the convo. Alex Highsmith, if you had to include him, because say the Niners don't want to just have a draft pick for next year, they want something that can actually help them this year. Mm-hmm. And they're saying, we'll send you Brandon Aiyuk, but we need Highsmith and whatever else, or Highsmith and a future pick. Is that something that to you would make sense?
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad move. I don't know if that's not a bad move, you know? I don't know if that's what the 49ers. I don't know. I don't think it was a bad move. I think that's not a bad trade. You know, I need something else too. I'm giving you a receiver.
So now this the convo. Which one is more important, a wide receiver or a pass rusher? And is Aiyuk wide receiver 1 or is that wide receiver 2? Because
San Fran look at Aiyuk like wide receiver 1.
Okay,
like I know.
How do you look at him though?
See, I think Aiyuk. I don't know if he's wide receiver 1, but I think he's wide receiver like 1.5. Like I think he's a better Wheaton. You know what I mean? Like,
so an elite 2, a regular 1,
a super elite 2, a minor 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Can take the top off of you any day. Can ruin your day. You know, in the right. I think he got to be next to somebody.
Okay.
Like I just don't think you just leave him by himself.
And now Alex Highsmith gave you 14.5 sacks.
He did.
Where do you look at him? Now we know he plays with TJ. Aiyuk plays with Debo. So what's up?
He lived across the street from.
And Aiyuk live across from Debo, and he's next door neighbors to McCaffrey. He shared a backyard with a Kittle.
Yeah,
he passed who check when he going to the grocery store, and he got that. And it's this young cat that's in the process of getting his house built by the name of Brock Purdy. I don't know if you know him. And they got security in the Trent Williams. Listen. And then on the back half of the neighborhood, this is the other side. They don't even go over there too often, but they got a Bosa, they got a Warner, they got all this other. This is a lot in this little neighborhood, this little development that he's over there in. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because Highsmith it looked nice in Highsmith neighborhood, but it don't look that nice.
Dude, they need that neighborhood. It's kind of like what they need. Like we need this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think they need nothing. Like they seem like the most complete.
But do you think they need Aiyuk right now either? When you look at, they still have a Ricky Pearsall as well.
I do think they need that.
Okay.
But I mean, they drafted one.
They just drafted one.
That's supposed to be a guy.
You have a Debo there. You have all these other pieces there.
I mean, like Aiyuk was a guy. I remember Aiyuk in college. Like I watched West Coast football.
Facts, man. We know you like that passing league stuff, man. I know.
I watched West Coast football a little bit.
Stay at 3 in the morning to watch that, man. All right, hey.
Yeah. I remember him in college, and he'll take the top off you, like But it's kind of like, I just don't know if that's like year 1. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like San Fran feels like we make those.
We can get them on one. I think we can. They make Aiyuk's, but I think that they are holding Aiyuk and saying, "Yo, I want one type compensation for this player," even though we don't think he's that. I think that that's the compensation they want for him, though. And
Give me a high third that I can get another Aiyuk.
Right, and it's a great position for the Niners, but I feel like for the team that's going to drop the $30 million, or the team that's going to get, have to give up what they got to give up to get him, I think they're going to be the ones that are kind of looking at it like, bro, we kind of got a little bit of a flat drink here. It's a little bit more water. It's still a good drink, but it ain't as hitting like I thought it was hitting, bro. It was a little bit too much ice in this thing, man.
His skill, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying.
When I say that's nothing to do with his skill. It's the number you got to pay.
That's what I'm saying. It's the 30. Yeah. And whatever I got to give up, like that's a lot. Yeah.
So I don't that number is because you got to pay him the number you want.
You got to.
You know what I mean?
We here now.
He walking around with a water jug.
Right.
Like, you got to pay that.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. I think you got to pay it. I don't know if I super give up my DN. Like that's my DN.
That's what I'm saying. What I mean? That's homegrown and developed. It's a 14.5 sack season. It's a Pro Bowl season, and it's always healthy. No nonsense off the field either, man.
Yeah. It ain't bothering nobody. It's gonna be where I needed to be. It's gonna do what I needed to do, and it's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's mine. Like it ain't. It's homegrown and it's mine.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm not just in a hurry just to trade that out.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
But I will say this. I think you did a great job in reporting the camp. That was a genius move.
Oh no!
Don't never just hold out. Always pull up.
Facts, man. Make them see you. Make your backup see you also. Don't let your backup think you just in here chilling. Like, oh man, I got all. No, I'm here. I still watch you. You still know what I do. Don't play. Yeah. Don't play.
I'm here. Still here.
Yeah, that's real. All right, my dog. All right. So look, man, we're gonna spin the block, do this again next week, man. And by then we'll have seen some hitting. Maybe in them pad things by then. Okay. So definitely looking forward to it, man. Man, let me know when you need these running backs. Now, look. If it wasn't for the fact that baby girl has a basketball game today and I can't be late, I got to make sure we stay on the schedule. We would still be dropping them running back lists right now. I just looked down and seen it was 245, and I'm like, oh, bruh, this is about to get crazy in a second. So that's why I was like, we're going to spin that block, and we're going to get them RBs, but we're just not going to do them today, all right? But we're going to definitely get that in with you because we got to get that in, all right? So facts on that, but yeah, man, I'm trying to stay. I don't want the household to, to have all the off season being together, and now we fumble it today, all right? So we ain't going to fumble. Nah, no fumbles.
Been a good off season.
Heck yeah, man. So you know what it is. But you already know, man. I'm going to hit you, dog, and we're going to link like how we always do. But appreciate you as always, man.
So, Deke, stop running from me.
Oh, he said come outside, man.
Let me get my game right.
Come outside, man. Come outside. All right, my dog. Peace. All righty. Shout out to the homie TG, a.k.a. Terence Garvin right there. Spend a little time with us. If y'all was digging the conversation, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe.
You got like 4 minutes.
I was about to say, man, the supers, and we're going to roll. I got this. We're going to get this.
King Rewrite says, if there's no wide receiver trade, what move are you making?
If there's no wide receiver trade, I'm going to focus in on his defense. And I'm going to just try to make sure that we keep that scoring down as best as possible, man. You?
If there's no wide receiver trade, what move? That would be one of the top two moves. Like, we can make a receiver move and a cornerback move. Like, they don't have to be contingent on each other at all. So, like, I'm making a cornerback move, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily making the cornerback move based off of a receiver move at all. Although I did say to you, though, like last week, I'm fine rolling with the corners we got going into camp. I'd be interested to see what Trace and Rush can do.
Yeah.
So I guess if we don't make a receiver move, I'm good just chilling, actually.
No, respect. And I know my one benefit is, at least with corner, we know Sutton is coming back.
Yeah.
So that's always the added plus with that.
Sleeper twin, if we trade for a B-plus receiver like Lockett, are the Steelers the best team in the division? And checking in from Forest,
Mississippi?
Missouri? It might be Missouri. Might be Mississippi, too.
Yeah.
It might be Mississippi.
That's how I was thinking, Mississippi.
I think Missouri's MO, so MS, that's Mississippi.
All right. Well, hey, shout out to Sleeper Twin, man. Yeah, man, a Tyler Lockett is the same convo as like when we talk about a Cortland Sutton, man. Any of those type of proven high-end twos.
With Rush connection, too.
With the Rush connection, with GP, I think that puts everything to rest, and I think we'll be in a way better situation. Excuse me, even save some money also.
Because that will cost $30 million. Will the players rank Garrett above TJ in the top 100? Probably.
It just depends. I mean, you've heard even how me, TG, and Deke were kind of discussing and how back and forth we were about the simple part of this dude, we think is a better player, but this is the guy that's ranked higher because he had the better season. But if we're playing one game, we're taking this guy. But which one do we count more? What he's already done or what he just did, or how much are we going to project them to be doing next season? So
there's no metric where Myles Garrett's better than TJ Watt. But if these guys want to somehow talk themselves into it, whatever. I can't see it. But somehow it'll happen because TJ had the better season last year.
And Myles went Depoy.
Yeah, still somehow lost to Depoy.
Yep.
I mean, the anti-biasness towards TJ is insane. Hassan T. Yeah, I'm just numb to it at this point. Hassan T. 1989 gifted 10 Moats memberships to Tom Jade, Pittsburgh Toddy, Tyler from the 334, Two Fly Lil, Reed Mitchell, Jamie Carlo, Shaq Daddy, Aaron Jade, Spice Creations, and Doobie Mills.
Hassan T1989. Shout out to you being a rock star, like paying it forward. And for all those individuals, welcome to the Boom, yes indeed, yes indeed, and welcome to the family,
Song
baby.
T 1989 dropped a 50 spot. Said,
Oh,
feeling
hey,
generous
now.
on my birthday. I'm 35 today. Turn up, y'all.
Shout out, nah, man, respect you and happy birthday as well, man. Big 35. I will just say, man, I just came out of that 35th year. It was insane. All right, had some crazy highs, had some incredible lows, but as a whole, it was a vibe. All right, so hopefully your 35th year is a rock star year as well, man. But happy birthday to you. Let's get it.
And
Let's
who
get it.
better to close out the super chats than Official Momentum says it's a great day. Hashtag Moats, hashtag Deke, hashtag TG, hashtag Mr. Jack Myers.
Shout out to the one and only Official Momentum, man. We always appreciate you being here with us, baby. You know that. And always shout out Mr. Jack Myers, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to make sure we didn't skip over any supers before we get on. All right. Make sure I ain't miss one. Can't miss any supers. You know that. They get in trouble for that, man. All right.
Yeah, they paid for the comment.
Heck yeah. All right. I think I got them all. I triple checked. Believe everything was good. So we are going to call it the day. But we back out here tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, we back out here tomorrow. Yeah. It should be regular time, too. I'll get the details in a sec, though, all right? But, yeah, it's going to be a vibe either way. But, yeah, let me make sure I stay on the schedule so I don't get in trouble today, all right? So, with that being the case, man, if y'all enjoyed the show, hit that like button one more time on the back end. If you're new and you like what y'all saw, you want to be a part of it, man, subscribe. But either way, y'all stay safe out there. If you're heading out to camp this weekend, any of these days, be safe on that road, but you already know it's going to be a blast. And until next time, baby.
Peace.